Novas Volleyball on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com.
Welcome to downtown Omaha, where tonight in the CHI Health Center, two of the top 4 teams in the Pro Volleyball Federation surround a net. The San Diego Mojo is in town to face the Omaha Supernovas. Well, hi again, folks. I'm John Baylor. Let's bring in the Olympian Nancy Metcalf. San Diego, one of the hottest teams in the league right now. They've won 4 of 5. Why are they finding so much more success now late in the season?
Well, we spoke with Coach Hanif Park earlier, and one of the things she mentioned is they made some swaps around at outside hitter for their team to get some stronger passing players on the court, and she said she feels that's really helped their offense start to gel better because you have to pass to be able to attack efficiently. So I think the passing is making a huge difference. I think their team is really gelling together right now. Just
3 more weeks in the regular season. Let's take a look at these standings. Atlanta seems to be running away with the regular season crown. They've won 5 in a row. Omaha in 2nd place, Grand Rapids in 3rd, and Nancy, San Diego now in 4th, and that's a critical slot to stay in 4th place.
It is, because the top 4 teams come for the championship round in May back to Omaha, and so San Diego, with their late success that they've seen, has jumped into the 4th position, but every match will be critical now for them as they fight to keep that 4th position or move up so they have a chance at the championship round.
Before this one, about half an hour ago, Nancy got a chance to catch up with the head coach of the Omaha Supernovas, Laura Bird-Kuhn. Let's take a listen.
All right, Coach Bird, welcome back to Omaha. It's good to have you guys home again to play.
Always nice to be back. Always nice to be home.
So you guys had a tough loss to Atlanta on the road. What adjustments do you guys see your team needing to make? Because we assume you're probably going to see them in the championship in May.
Yeah, I mean, it always comes down to our side. We really focused on our defense and our team system of just balancing the court. I think we make great reads, but sometimes we're kind of crowding each other. So really it's down to our side, and whether it's defense or offense, just cleaning up little things like that.
And with San Diego, the last time you guys played out in San Diego, you guys had a little bit of an off match. What adjustments have you made coming into tonight? We know they're coming off 2 5-set wins. They're playing pretty well right now. How do you see your team adjusting to beat them tonight?
I think right now all of these matches are going to be battles. You know, everyone's battling for a spot in the Final 4. So we have to have that mindset. We have to outwork them and grind on defense. But in transition, we have to put balls away in transition.
And to help with that, you guys brought in another player, Stephanie Samity. It's exciting to have her coming here to join the team. What addition do you see her creating for this team?
Yeah, I mean, with roster adjustments, it's going to happen naturally that you have to find firepower, and she'll be great for us with experience and just the intangibles she'll bring. I know her teammates, some of these guys have played with her, so it was a great, well-rounded pickup for us at this time of the season.
And there we can see Stephanie Samity. She's sitting on the bench tonight. She will not be available to play for Omaha, but they will be looking for her to contribute. Nia Reed was having a great season for Omaha, really coming on strong, and unfortunately went down with a knee injury. So they're looking for Stephanie Samity now to come in here and be able to produce some firepower.
She was the back-to-back Big Ten Player of the Year, a 5-time All-American. She's a great pickup for Omaha.
She is, and she's been playing overseas. She played in Turkey most recently. She's been a fantastic offensive player wherever she's been, and I know that Omaha is excited to add that to their roster to have another option.
Stephanie Samity, the pride of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. I mean, you can't find a better right side this late in the season. Not available tonight, so it's just going to be one outside hitter right now tonight, Jessica Shaban-Landsman for Omaha. But let's talk about who's really making the San Diego Mojo play so well right now. Nootsara Tomkom, you got a chance to play with her professionally. She's arguably the finest setter right now in the league.
She is, and I played with her in Azerbaijan. She was my setter, along with about half the Thai national team was on our team. But she is just a fun player to play with because she makes plays that you don't think are going to be possible. She always has a great attitude. She works hard. She's a small player. I don't think people realize how small she is, but somehow she has a big presence, and you can see her there on the screen. She is always ready to lead the team in whatever needs to be done.
Big hello to our listeners, viewers from Thailand, about 13 hours away. Happy Sunday morning to you. But Jess Shaban-Landsman has got to play well. There's no backup tonight.
Yes, and Jess had a good match for them down in Atlanta. Even though they lost, offensively, she was producing for them. So Omaha's going to need her to step up again tonight and be ready to produce because right now they don't have a backup opposite.
The Mojo have left the beach and arrived here on the prairie. So much at stake. A win keeps them in 4th place in the standings. Omaha, San Diego coming up.
as the sun continues to shine on the inaugural season of the Pro Volleyball Federation. The stage is set for the crowning of a champion.
An energetic Saturday night here inside Gas South Arena. Vibe and the Mojo, and our first serve.
In the heart of competition, Pro Volleyball Federation has ignited a firestorm of excitement, captivating audience and athletes alike with every match. But behind every spike, every dive, there's been a force driving excellence. Ren Athletics.
And then the solo block right on.
Ren Athletics proudly champions the success of the Pro Volleyball Federation's first season. Here's to many more victories on the horizon.
China Joseph with a
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Just too good.
Boston Edmond. And there. Out on a Lasariva. Perfect Nye. He's just an assassin.
Nootsara Tomkom out of Thailand. A very, very gifted and experienced international setter. Tomkom is so good in defense and also in transition. Beautiful play to the outside. 5'5" out of Thailand. Her 16 years of professional.
Always pushes the pace. I love her choices too, offensively.
Well, together, Franklin Sports and the Pro Volleyball Federation are shaking up the world of volleyball. Franklin is the provider of the real Pro Volleyball, the exclusive ball of the Pro Volleyball Federation, and the ultimate volleyball for our world-class professionals. You can get your Franklin Real Pro Volleyball today at franklinsports.com. Starting lineups here in Omaha, Nebraska for the homestanding Supernovas. Betty De La Cruz on the left side. Sydney Hilly is your center. Just Shaven Landsman's on the right. Restrina Vuchkova will be one of the middles. Brooke Nunneveller on the outside. Kendall White returns as the starting libero tonight. The three-time All-American, two-time first-team All-American, formerly of Penn State.
One of the best middle blockers in the world.
Expecting more than 11,000 again here tonight. There's Hrstina Vuchkova, the pride of Bulgaria. And now for the Mojo. Starting lineup, Nootsara Tomkom. Keep an eye on her. She's only 5'6". Morgan Lewis on the right. Veronica Stone in the middle. Kendra Dahlke on the left. Ali Bastianelli, the great Fighting Illini from Illinois, in the middle. And Timmy Thomas Ilara. Wow, she is special. And Shara Vanegas is the libero. The coach tonight is one of the all-time greats, former legend from Long Beach State, Taiba Hanif Park, and you know her well, Nancy.
I do. I had lots of years of experience playing with her on the national team. She understands the game really well. She's 6'7", which wasn't a normal height for most of the players back when I played, but she has such a great presence. She has such a great personality.
There's Laura Bird-Kuhn, interim head coach for the Novas, as Omaha currently standing at 11-6, 10-5 under Laura Bird-Kuhn. San Diego 7-8. You mentioned the height of Taiba Hanif Park. 6'7". She was the first 6'7" player I ever saw.
Yes, when I was playing, that was not normal. Now I feel like we've seen several players coming through, but she actually started playing volleyball relatively late, not until in high school. So the immense jump she made in her skill level to be able to compete on the national team for so many years was really a tribute to her hard work and dedication.
The pageantry that is Omaha Supernova Volleyball. Saturday nights mean at least 11,000. Weeknight matches at least 9,000 here. If they get 12,090, Nancy, it's another record attendance for professional women's volleyball in this country.
Yes, Omaha right now holds 4 of the top 5 attendance records. They would love to set it one more time in the regular season. This community has surrounded this team and has really come out to support them. Seeing this level of support in the gym every match has been so exciting, and I know that the players really appreciate the support from the fans.
There's Brooke Nunaviller. She has struggled a little bit offensively in the last 2 matches for Omaha. The Supernovas coming off a loss at Atlanta, but they've won 4 of their last 6. Pass by Nunaviller to slide toward Dixon to the donut, not quite. There's Timmy Thomas Ilara, and that one drops. 4 years at Northwestern. Her final year just last fall helped get Wisconsin to the Final Four.
She's such an athletic player, and I think very smart there, just taking something off of it, rolling it in the middle of the court. I think for Omaha, realizing that sets off the net from a strange angle, they need to come in further and be ready to play shorter balls like that, because most hitters won't come up and swing to the wall on that ball. They're going to take something off of it to keep it in play.
Tori Dixon staring through the net. Big pass by Betty De La Cruz, gets it back. Block back. Oh, the cover travels across. Tomkom to Timmy Thomas Ilara. She got 2 kills.
She does. That's a great start for Thomas Ilara. You can see there Nootsara Tomkom understands the tempo that they want to run to their hitters. She has such a great feel for the game, such great hands. She's another experienced setter. We've talked about how experience helps, especially in the setting position. She understands the game. She understands how to give the hitters the ball they want.
Timmy was a fabulous collegian, but just watching her on film and seeing her tonight, she's progressed so much. You can see that age 22 is a young age, a premature age to retire. And Morgan Lewis roll shots it to the floor. 3 consecutive held serves, 3-0 for San Diego.
Here we can see the in-out again, and it is clearly in. Another shot that she took something off of it. She just hit it down the line, took something off of it speed-wise, and it falls in the court, unfortunately, for Omaha. Omaha's going to have to make some adjustments on defense. They have to get those softer balls up. Some of the harder ones you can't dig up. They're just too hard. But some of the softer ones, we can't give them up.
Sydney Hilly starts at center. Back row swing. Brooke Nunaviller. Omaha on the board.
And there's Brooke Nunaviller coming out strong right away. I love to see that. The team has struggled a little bit in the last match, but Coach Bird thought it had to do more with passing than anything. And so as long as Omaha continues to pass, they're going to get the offensive options they want.
Sydney Hilly swipes it over. Morgan Lewis now on the left side. Great up by Sydney. Betty De La Cruz tipping. Venegas to libero, bumps it. Ilara, stop. But Tori Dixon, she averages about 1 block per set.
And Tori Dixon, such a big presence for Omaha at the net, really reaching up and over. San Diego's going to continue to run a fast-paced offense, and Omaha's block did a good job on that one adjusting.
Tomkom to Bastianelli, block back, great cover. Sydney Hilly feeds behind. Jess Shaman lands with caboose.
Nice connection there from Sydney Hilly to Jess Shaman Lansman. I like to see them get her going early as well, because she can be somewhat of an up and down player, and I think if she gets in a rhythm, gets comfortable, she's going to be more productive for them later in the match as well.
3 in a row, answered by 3 in a row. Venegas, the great libero from Puerto Rico. Bastianelli's quick attack is dug. Lewis, that set was low. Lewis, the set was behind her. Tomkom, you can read her lips saying, my bad, my bad.
Yes, and I think Nootsara is so used to going fast, because for the Thailand national team, they run a very fast offense. They're all undersized compared to hitters around the world. So they run fast to try and beat the block on quickness. With a player like Morgan Lewis, when you get closer to her like that, I think Nootsara has to give her a little bit of a higher ball, give her some air so she can get to the ball and attack it like she did on that one.
There it is right there. 4-4 here in the first. Lewis, one of 6 Oregon Ducks in gold tonight.
Yes, Oregon very well represented, and Taiba Hanif Park actually had a coaching stint in Oregon, so I believe some of the connections were formed back when she was coaching there already.
She was an assistant under Matt Omer there. Remember Brooke Nunaviller for Omaha from Oregon. Lewis gets another kill. That's her second.
And Morgan Lewis did a nice job for them when they were down in their last couple of matches, coming on strong at the end of sets especially. Nootsara Tomkom was going to her quite often, so I can see already now she's trying to keep her involved because they know they're going to want to use her at the end of the set when she's needed.
Tony Thomas, Ilara. Supernovas were all clustered. They still set the middle. And Bastianelli finishes it for the Mojo.
San Diego.
And that's such a quick set to Bastianelli. I think that's exactly what she's looking for as a middle. The quicker you hit, the less help the block has. If you can get one-on-one and turn angles, that opens up the court so much for them. Bastianelli doing a great job being up quickly and ready to swing at that fast ball from Nootsara Tomkom.
Another three-point run for San Diego. Omaha struggling, siding out. Betty De La Cruz. Just Shaven Landsman lingering there in the middle. Now normally she's on the right side. How'd she end up there?
So Jess Shaven Landsman runs a little bit of a different offense as an opposite. In serve receive, quite often she'll go in the middle for a quick attack. But that means when the ball comes off the block and has to be played again soon, she doesn't have time to swing out to the right side, so she attacks right back in the middle again.
She played left side at Iowa State. Then she played on the beach for LSU. Then right side here as a Supernova, and there she gets a kill in the middle. Kendra Dahlke checks in, coming off a 23-kill personal season high for her. She's out of Arizona, and 7-5 Mojo.
Kendra Dahlke was another player that had a great match for them in their last outing. They've had a couple of 5-set wins in the last couple of matches, and they've had to really dig deep and find some grit, but Kendra Dahlke has been a big part of why they were able to pull out those wins.
The last one was 18-16 Sunday afternoon at Orlando. An overpass and a kill for Dahlke. She's already got 2.
San Diego.
Nice play by Dahlke being ready for that overpass. Omaha has to settle down, keep the pass on their side.
So more passing woes. This is what we heard about from the road trip at Atlanta. And it's tough to beat Atlanta on any day. They've won 5 in a row, but especially when your passing woes are evident, and a struggle early in that category for Omaha. Bastianelli sends it across. Remember, libero is not allowed to serve in the PBF. And Shaven Landsman has a second kill.
It's a nice tempo there with Jess Shaven Landsman, a good connection with Sydney Hilly. I like it again, going back to that right side, keeping her involved. She does a nice job swinging high off the hands here. You can see San Diego almost got that ball up. I think their middle back had it if the left back didn't touch it.
San Diego out of system. Morgan Lewis. Now Vuchkova delivers. I think the timing was off, but it fooled the defense.
I think the timing was a little bit off, but I like it that Betty De La Cruz took that defensive ball with her hands. That keeps the tempo quicker, and it allows Rustina Vuchkova to get up quickly and be up fast, ready to attack, and she's able to take advantage of that.
Tomkom behind, beautiful set. Lewis gets dug. And the set to nobody. What happened there?
Just a miscommunication or a mishit by Sydney Hilly on the set contact.
Serving for the Mojo,
when things go awry, miscommunication is always a good explanation.
Yeah, it happens. Unfortunately, sometimes it just happens.
At home, volleyball, a lot of places.
Yes.
Service air.
First service error of the night belongs to San Diego's Morgan Lewis. 9-8 Mojo. This is a different team than the one that started 0-3 to start the season.
It is. They have definitely come together as a team. I think having Tomkom's setting has improved their offensive rhythm. Their passing has been better in general. There they let an ace drop in. That's a great serve by Jess Shaven Landsman, driving it straight down the line deep. We can see in out here, and it tags the entire line and it's in. But going after Kendra Dahlke, trying to slow her down for her offense, knowing she's going to be trying to come up and hit a faster ball outside.
This jump float serves just fall off a cliff. And Dahlke has her 3rd kill. She's a different player. She didn't even play a whole lot first half of the season. She's coming off 23 kills Sunday at Orlando.
Well, she started out for them on the right side this season, but her true position is as a left side attacker. And so I think she just feels more comfortable on the left side. And as she's worked on the passing, she's felt more like she's in the groove with the team as well.
Nana Viller. That's it. Omaha needs her tonight. We got a 1-point ball game in Nebraska. 10-10. That ties this thing up. 10
I believe
apiece.
We're hearing a challenge. I believe it's going to be if it touched the antenna first. San Diego was claiming it touched the antenna after Ananda Viller attacked it. And there you see the referee signaling for the challenge. They want a video challenge.
Here comes the Bolt 6 system. 22 cameras. 10 from above and 12 on the floor, and they can track anything.
The detail in this system is incredible, and it just makes the game so much easier for the referees.
Ooh. Did it touch the blocking hand first?
This is where Bolt 6 is invaluable, because I couldn't tell you what it touches first. You can see it touching hand and touching antenna, but which one is first, I have no idea. And they do give it to San Diego.
Brooke Nunneviller's attack hit the antenna before it hit the blocking hands. That's out of bounds. So it's 11-9.
Laura Bird-Kuhn over there talking to the referee, just trying to get some clarification, because I think she saw the same thing we saw. It's hitting both hand and antenna.
Third of 4 meetings between these two teams. 1 apiece thus far. Both teams winning on their home floor. Nunneviller gets blocked and then goes under the net. Point San Diego.
That was a nice pass by Brooke Nunneviller, but the tempo is just off with Sydney Hilly. She's a little bit late. She's telling Sydney Hilly, give me it a little bit higher.
Now, Brooke was the former player of the week in the league about a month ago, and her last 2 matches hitting 105 and 120. Need to get her on track and above 200. Uchkova blocked back. Great cover by Jess Shaven-Landsman. That sets tight to the net. Timmy Thomas Ayara winds up and thumps it, 13-9.
Thomas Ayara doing a nice job working it around again. This time she goes high seam between the back right and the middle back zones, finding an opening between the block, between the defense.
At this level, you give them a free ball. What's the likelihood of you losing the point? About 80%, 85%?
It's a lot. They've done studies and statted it all out, and I want to say it's like free balls, the team who's receiving the free ball wins like 80 or 90% of them. I mean, it's ridiculously high. So you don't want to give a free ball if you can help it. Obviously, it's preferable to hitting a ball out or making a ridiculously bad play, but you always want to try to stay aggressive.
That is a professional set from Sydney Hilly. Vuchkova's second kill. Monica Stone, dug by Brooke Nunneviller. Eddie De La Cruz gets her first. 2-point game.
There's an out-of-system set by Kendall White there, putting the ball nice and high, giving Betty De La Cruz plenty of time. I think Betty De La Cruz is the kind of hitter that likes a little bit more air under her set to give her more time. She sees the ball better. She sees the block better. She's able to unwind on it.
Betty De La Cruz, one of 3 Olympians playing for Omaha. Back row swing, Morgan Lewis, kaboom!
San Diego.
And that's going to be a standard play for San Diego. Morgan Lewis plays for them. She's getting kills all around on the court. Nootsara Tomkom is going to continue going to her.
Lewis finished up in 23. For Oregon, there's Veronica Stone. She went to Oregon as well, finished up in 19. Decorated college career she had. Vuchkova gets blocked back. Now the other direction. And Betty De La Cruz blocked out of bounds and it hit her on the way out. San Diego's not arguing. Point, Supernovas.
She was ducking and doing some ninja moves over there to get out of the way of that ball. Nice tool by Betty De La Cruz.
That was the matrix right there, just contorting to avoid that ball. Keanu Reeves would have been proud. Set to nobody. Oh, nearly drops. De La Cruz for her second? No. Tammy Thomas Ayala roll shot, and the donut's open.
Point show. Kill by Ayala.
This is something Coach Bird talked about earlier in the season, that they really wanted to focus on working on tips and roll shots over the block into the middle of the court, and San Diego's dropped a few of them in there now.
Thomas Ayala, fabulous student in college, fabulous player as well, and now is a pro.
Nebraska Financial Advisor.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like the inner choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
athlete.
Pro Volleyball proudly invests in the next generation of leaders by partnering with the nonprofit organization Girl Talk. Through peer-to-peer mentoring, Girl Talk works to help all girls gain practical leadership experience. Girls interested in starting a Girl Talk club or joining one of the hundreds existing clubs across the nation? Just visit mygirltalk.org. A lot of face painting tonight at CHI Health Center. The slide, Tori Dixon looking for her second kill. Not yet. Timmy Thomas-Ayara, another diving dig by Kendall White, but no one able to gather the second contact, 16-12.
Nootsara Tomkom that time gives Timmy Thomas-Ayara a little bit more time. She's running closer to the hitter on her setting there. She's off the net, so she puts it a little bit higher. Thomas-Ayara doing a nice job of staying behind it, waiting, and then just hitting the ball sharp cross inside the block there.
Setter serving, so 3 tall front row attackers and no short blockers up there. Back row, Brooke Nunaviller, blocked. That's one of those big blockers, Bastianelli. She's the better defensive middle. Hannah Tapp is the more offensive middle. Bastianelli had 5 blocks in her last match. Betty De La Cruz, Omaha needs it and gets it.
I think Betty De La Cruz playing a little bit of a mind game there. The ball was close to the net, and she jumped up as if she was going to attack it. And the San Diego players are waiting, thinking she's going to touch it, and she just lets it fall.
Her second kill, she had back-to-back 26 kill nights a few weeks ago. Was the league player of the week. Morgan Lewis, not this time. Back row, Nunaviller. It drops. Sneaking back into it, only down by 2.
It's a smart shot by Brooke Nunaviller, seeing the set, seeing where their players are, and unfortunately for San Diego, just not the touch they want from their blocker, Bastianelli.
Sydney Lilly line drives that one towards the Missouri River. No bolt 6 needed to check on that.
Serving number 19, Timmy Thomas.
Well, maybe.
Closer than I thought it was from our angle. I like the aggressiveness on serving, though. Against a team that can run so well when they're in system on offense, you've got to stay aggressive on the serving.
Sydney Hilly, the 2021 national champion out of Wisconsin, sets outside. Just shaven Landsman? No. Kendra Dahlke, the Arizona Wildcat. Here come the Novas. Back row, Nunaviller tipping again. Great up by Tomkom. And San Diego prevails.
And that is a very typical play for Nootsara Tomkom. She is fast, deceptively so on defense. She stays back to play defense, but she reads the tip and flies up to the net to get that ball up.
Experienced international player, wow. It's a 2-point swing. Tomkom, the reigning Pro Volleyball Federation Player of the Week, coming off back-to-back 5-set wins. That's saying something. Back-to-back 5-set wins on the road, no less.
Yes, both tough matches. The last one in Orlando, she did such a nice job finding their hitters, finding the hitter that was hot, making smart decisions. So that Player of the Week is very well earned.
Serving for the Novas, ready.
Betty De La Cruz leads the team, leads the league in aces with 24. Has only had 1, though, in the last 5 matches combined. Wow. She didn't get cheated.
No, that was not a missed line call.
Serving Ellie Bastianelli.
When she finds her rhythm, she can be so difficult to pass as a server.
She's had 2 matches this year with 6 service aces. And no other players had that many in a match in this league. Down 5. Nunaviller needs it. Great cover from Betty De La Cruz. Just shaven Landsman, blocked out of bounds. Here's the block within 4 now.
Great up there by Betty De La Cruz covering that first attack. Great job by Just Shaven Landsman turning the second attack off the block out of bounds.
Omaha substitution. In the basket, number 13.
Those kind of hustle plays are what get a team going. Somebody makes a play like that when you think the block is coming down and they dig it up and cover their teammate. That gives your hitters confidence, gives your team confidence that you've got their back. It allows them to swing more freely.
And the rookie off the bench is Paige Briggs, the Western Kentucky Hilltopper. Out of system, the set goes to the right. Shot by Lewis, that's out. No block touch. 2 in a row for Omaha.
That started off by the tough serve by Paige Briggs. She comes in, hits a serve that San Diego is passing off the net. You see that Nootsara Tomkom is behind the 10-foot line. That makes their offense have to slow down, takes them out of rhythm.
Paige Briggs trying to become a catalyst here, and a bad pass. They're out of system. Donkey, the swing stuffed. 3 in a row.
Great block by Christina Vuchkova. I love the setup by Just Shaven Landsman, but that's all started by the serve from Paige Briggs, getting San Diego out of system.
Momentum is swinging right now in Omaha's favor. The 5-point deficit shrinks to just 2. There's a big crowd loving it here on the banks of the Missouri River, downtown Omaha. CHI Health Center. Omaha recently had its Omaha Henry Dorley Zoo ranked #1 in the country, and I think San Diego Mojo fans might disagree.
Well, San Diego is also known for having a fantastic zoo. The Omaha Zoo is just so unique. It's amazing.
Don't shoot the messenger. They got everything. They got the seals. They're going crazy, and then they got the gorilla pen over there, and then there's the Supernovas enjoying the Shark Tank.
They got to go backstage, as you would call it. They got the behind-the-scenes tour. They were in with the Penguins.
Nice.
It's a pretty unique opportunity for them, and it's really neat that these girls are able to experience that.
You don't want to be in with the Sharks, but in with the Penguins, that's good.
The
fun.
Penguins are less dangerous, I think. Also, the Lions, I don't really want to go in with them, but...
Top 2 zoo cities in the country dueling it out, CHI Health Center, and suddenly the deficit just 2 for Omaha.
Yes, Omaha's continued to hang in there. They keep scraping for points, finding ways to get another point. I love some of the ups they've had, the hustle plays. Paige Briggs right now on a good serving run for Omaha. Let's see if she can keep it going.
Pulled her out of mothballs off the bench, and she's led them to 3 straight points until then. Big kill for Kendra Dahl. She's looking very comfortable on her natural left side.
She is. She's much more comfortable out there. She produces really well for San Diego. That time San Diego ran a nice double quick attack. You see the middle coming wide, and the block kind of falters with her. And when they set over her to Dahlke, it's one-on-one with Just Shaven Landsman, and she does a great job hitting through that block into the seam of the court.
3-time All-American at Arizona. Nunaviller gets dug. Set to Veronica Stone looking for her first kill. Nunaviller needs it. Won't get it. Dahlke from the 10-foot line. Kendall White trying to get the assist. No. Tammy Thomas-Ailara. Here come the Novas. Nunaviller, longest rally of the night. It continues. Ooh. Vuchkova on a quick set. No. Dahlke out. Block, touch. Point San Diego. They're up by 4.
Another long rally. I think Kendall White played a ball that was out earlier in the rally, and San Diego capitalizes on that. Coming back with offense and finding a kill off the high hands of Omaha's block.
Timeout, Omaha. After the San Diego timeout, back-to-back Mojo points. And those long rallies are really account for 2 points.
They should, as tiring as they are for the players. But I think that shows the defense that this league is becoming known for. The elite level of defense being played allows for some of those rallies to happen, because some of these players are attacking the balls extremely hard, and to be able to keep the rally going by popping it up. Sydney Hilly had a great up on that last rally. They had a one-on-one block and their outside hitter, and she dove under the ball and popped it up, and that allowed the rally to continue. That just shows the elite level of defense that you can expect at this level.
USA Volleyball is a proud partner of the Pro Volleyball Federation with more than 400,000 members nationwide. USA Volleyball is committed to supporting the volleyball community and growing the game. Learn more and become a member at usavolleyball.org. Each Pro Volleyball Federation match, you just have to marvel at the defense.
It is, and it keeps the game so fun and exciting. The game is so fast-paced, but to see some of those defensive plays is just amazing.
Morgan Lewis line drives it. Nice pass by De La Cruz. Vuchkova needs it and gets it. 22-19 here in the first, San Diego.
Nice connection there from Sydney Hilly to Vuchkova. I think when she's going behind on the slide right now, the block is going with her, so she's been struggling to score a little bit more on the slide. I like keeping her in front, letting her get comfortable there.
It's her 3rd kill. She averages half that per set. Pride of Bulgaria. Longtime pro. There's Dahlke. She's played in 4 countries before joining the PVF. Miller blocked back. Nice up by Sydney Hilly. Timing off, so just Shaven Landsman just has to free ball it. Dalkey makes Omaha pay.
And there, we talked earlier about giving a free ball and how teams that are offensively potent like this, you give them a free ball, they're going to come back at you with several options coming quickly, and San Diego does just that. Dalkey scores off of it.
Dalkey averaged 4.8 kills a set as a senior. You don't see that very often. That was a while back at Arizona. That serve out of bounds and gives Omaha a little life. Venegas, the target libero, not a great pass. They still run the slide. Ronica Stone gets stuffed. Vuchkova, what a first set she's having.
Yes, Vuchkova's coming up big. Another block for her. Again, it's a fast slide. I love how quickly she gets over there and over the net.
Ronica Stone recently threw out the first pitch at a San Diego Padre game. Chance to get within 1. De La Cruz tipping, block back. Tipping gets in. 3 in a row.
And I think that's such a smart play by Betty De La Cruz. She sees Nootsara Tomkom up at the net. Betty is a much taller player and obviously a great jumper, and so she knows she has the height advantage, reaching over and basically just throwing it down right over Nootsara Tomkom.
Timeout, San Diego. 1 more to go for Omaha to come all the way back from that 4-point deficit. We're late. Set number 1. Boy, these teams are evenly matched. They've each won once against the other at home. And here we go, the 3rd time between the two. But when we saw these in the 2nd match of the year, the only impression you could have at that point was San Diego was going to be a cellar dweller all season long. But Tayiba Hanif Park, she got a late start. San Diego got organized a little later than the other team. Same with Las Vegas. And so this, as the season's gone on, they've just gotten better and better and better.
I agree. The San Diego team we're seeing tonight is not the same team or the same level that we saw them play at the last time they were in Omaha. They have improved so much and they have gelled so much as a team. And Omaha actually goes to San Diego for their next match after this. And so they're going to see each other again very soon. And so it's important for Omaha, I think, to establish themselves this match, be able to shut down San Diego on their home court.
1 more to go to tie this thing up. Brooke Nunaviller. Line drives it. Venegas, the Puerto Rican libero. Decent pass, but the attack gets dug. Here's Betty De La Cruz. Boom! We're tied.
That was the power we expect from Betty De La Cruz. I love that tempo. She is up on that thing quick and hitting it hard. Puts an exclamation point on that attack.
De La Crush.
And she is intense. You see the stare down afterwards. I love the intensity.
2 going on 3-time Olympian for home country, the Dominican Republic. She'll be there in Paris. Brooke Nunaviller has been a part of the U.S. national team. And here's August Rasky. She's Oregon Duck number 6 on the team. Finished up in 2018, was a 3rd-team All-American, so they're getting a back row setter, I presume.
Yes, and I believe that's because they've got Betty De La Cruz with Nootsara Tomkom at the net. That's unfortunate matchup for San Diego.
A big block. Guess who? The center, Sydney Hilly. That's 5 in a row.
Nice block move by Sydney Hilly. I still think it's a smart play for San Diego to switch out that setter because they're giving up something on the blocking. But if it loses them offensive rhythm, it's not going to pay off.
Double switch for San Diego. Willow Johnson also comes in. She just signed with them. She's never played with them. But on the right side. Now for the set. De La Cruz. Not yet. Side, just Johnson's first touch as a Mojo. Omaha wins this first set, 25-23.
And I understand the reason they switched out the setter for San Diego, but I don't think it had the result they wanted. The new setter came in, did not have the same consistency with the rhythm with their hitters, and it results in hitters trying to touch balls that they can't attack.
Omaha is comeback setting 6 in a row to finish off the first. Come back for set 2. To get their faces painted here at CHI Health Center. 6 straight points later, Omaha takes the first set.
They did, and I truly believe it was because of the serving. They had servers come in and hit some tough serves. On the very last point of the match, Brooke Nunneveller comes in and hits a serve that San Diego passes on the 10-foot line. Doing that kind of thing puts San Diego out of rhythm offensively. They were not able to side out, which allowed Omaha to take over the match.
Nova Nation doing it again. They're doing a jig here between sets 1 and 2. Trying to set another attendance mark tonight, 12,090. And the team has given them a lot to cheer about. There's Kendall White. She is so steady as a passer.
She is. I would say she's one of the better passers in the league with as many great liberos as they have. Kendall White has been really steady, and for Omaha right now, they need the passing to keep their offense rolling.
Nancy, you're looking at the numbers. What do you see?
Well, I don't think it's any surprise we see Betty De La Cruz with 6 kills, no errors in the first set. That's a great first set for her. Jess Shaven-Landsman adds 4. Looking at San Diego, again, no surprise. Kendra Dalkey coming on strong for them with 6 kills. Temi Thomas Ailara has 5, and Morgan Lewis has 4. So it's the people we expected to be important and be leading their teams. They're the ones that are getting the kills and pulling their teams along.
With Tomkom, you anticipate a more balanced offense. She's leaning on those pin hitters right now.
You do, and I think what she does well is she goes to the hitters that are hot. She knows how to find the hot hand or who has the better matchup. So sometimes it looks overloaded on 1 or 2 different players, but it's I very believe it's very much a choice by her. It's choices of using the hitters that she believes are in the best position to score.
Morgan Lewis delivers a 1-0 lead for San Diego. Temi Thomas Ailara sends it over to Kendall White. Betty De La Cruz, 6 kills, make it 7.
And that's a smart play by Betty. Again, the timing there was not what she was expecting. She's coming down, but makes such an experienced veteran move, tipping the ball off the block and out. She's just such a smart player.
Pull out a calculator to track her stats tonight. Ooh, service error. Still looking for her 25th service ace. She's only had 1 in her last 5 matches.
She hasn't gotten the aces, but when she serves in, she can keep teams out of system. It's just as effective.
Ali Bastianelli at Illinois. She had a coaching change. Kevin Hambley left. Chris Thomas arrived. That was her junior year. A year later as a senior, they got to the Final Four in Minneapolis. Lost to Nebraska. Great up by Kendall White. Just shaving lines with kaboom. That's defense.
Yes, that's a great up by Sydney Hilly. Kendall White comes flying through to get an out-of-system set, and I think Just Shaven-Landsman does a great job getting her feet to where the ball is. It's a little bit inside. She gets to it and turns it down the line and is able to take a really good rip at that ball. That's not an easy swing for an outside hitter, especially a right-hander like Just Shaven-Landsman when they're on the right side pin. But she does a nice job getting to it, turning it down the line.
Who wants to get a real job when you can play professional volleyball? Boy, that looks like fun. Kuchkova looking for kill number 4. Nice up by Temi Thomas Ailara. Now Kendra Dalkey. 2 Novas thought the other would play it. Again, no libero. Sometimes that'll happen.
Yeah, and that ball between 2 players like that is a tough ball to dig anyway. But when there's no libero there, I think sometimes the middle back is expecting a more aggressive player in left back as a libero, and the libero's not there. Ball falls.
Dalkey with 7 kills already for the Mojo. Kelly feeds Nunneveller. It was a little low. Block back. Just Shaven-Landsman. Kaboom!
Just Shaven-Landsman doing a really nice job again, getting her feet to the ball, finding the hole in the block. But she's putting heat on those last two balls that we don't always see from her. I love how aggressive she's being on her swings.
Somehow stayed on her side of the line underneath the net. This may be what's being reviewed right here. I think she went across the line. You cannot do that.
It's so tough. Sometimes when the set is fast like that and you're rushing to catch up to it, it's hard to keep your feet on your side of the court.
So the Bolt 6 system sending these images down to Fort Worth, where they've got a battery of screens being viewed by referees who are speaking to our chair official in his headset. 22 cameras trying to get this right. And
here you can see it. She did not touch the line at all.
point Omaha. Supernovas came back from down 23-19 in the first, 6-0 run to win it 25-23. Deuce games, 2-point games, so important in this sport.
They are. When teams are so evenly matched, you're going to have a lot of sets coming down to 2 points at the end. Be able to fight through and fight off when Omaha was almost out of that set and be able to come back and win it is just a huge show of great determination by their part.
That's what I think they want to, that's what they should have been reviewing. And they're saying it's no center line fault. Apparently not. But they're working on some technology right now.
And I'm not sure they can challenge that because it was earlier in the play. And I believe once the play has ended, they can only challenge the play-ending ball.
There you go.
Had they challenged it while the match was still going, that would have been overturned and point to San Diego.
The Avenue ball stands for the Supernovas.
Taiba and Park not happy. Probably not dining with the chair official after this one.
Not loving the call, but according to my understanding of the rules, that's the accurate call because she didn't challenge during the play. Once it ends, the only play that can be challenged is what finished the play.
Taiba Hanif Park, three-time Olympian, but says herself that she is only the 4th greatest player in Long Beach State history. How can you be a 3-time Olympian and be the 4th greatest player at your own program? You got Misty May, you got Danielle Scott, you got Tara Cross Battle, you got Taiba Hanif Park.
That's what I was going to say. I believe part of that is her humility speaking. She's a very humble person. But part of it, Long Beach State has traditionally been such a strong school. They produce a lot of volleyball talent.
Well, that Mount Rushmore for Long Beach State, I'm not sure any other program. I mean, Penn State, Texas, Nebraska, I'm not sure you can find 4. Misty May, Danielle Scott, Tara Cross Battle, and the head coach for the San Diego Mojo, Taiba Hanif Park. And what's sad is that Long Beach has fallen. They're not even a top 25 program right now, but they've got a great new coach, former Husker technical assistant. Natalie Reagan takes over this year for Tyler Hildebrand, and so that's a new beginning for Long Beach volleyball.
It is, and Tyler left from his current job to go to Long Beach State, and then he found a job that he had a different position that he took. So it'll be a big job for her to go in there and change the program around, but I know she's excited for it.
Tyler Hildebrand now the assistant coach at USC. Meanwhile, they're doing these exercises. They're working on the old core during the break. You don't want any downtime. If you're a volleyball player, you don't want downtime. You got to work core. You got to just stay ready.
Work something and stay warm.
Veronica Stone bangs it off the dig and out. 4-3. We got 4-3 now. San Diego.
And Veronica Stone, they're running another fast slide. She does such a good job of exploding up and being able to go in between the blockers there, hitting it fast and hard.
Nonaviller, nice up by Dalkey. Tony Thomas Ayara. Ooh, I thought that hit the shoe of Kendall White. I might let the Bolt 6 take a look at that one. I think Kendall White missed it with her dig, but she got it with her shoot top. Point San Diego, 5-3.
She was saying the same thing to her teammate. She goes, I think that hit my shoe.
You get 2 challenges every set. I've never seen a team come close to running out.
That's true, but a play like that I think is probably not worth it right at this point in the set for Coach Kuhn to call and use her challenge.
Nice pass, De La Cruz, Vuchkova. Still stuck on 3 kills. Brooke Nonaviller, just wide. Trying to find the sideline and just missed it.
And Nootsara Tomkom blocking there dropped her hands. She, like I said, she's so intelligent. She understands the game so well. I believe she could see that Nonaviller was going to try to use her hands, and she just dropped them.
3 in a row for the Mojo. Donkey's got 7 kills, nearly 8. Sydney Hilly feeds back row, just shaving Landsman. 2-point deficit for Omaha now.
It's a great up off the block touch by Omaha. I love it. I love the tempo to just shaven Landsman in the back row coming in, tooling it off the block again.
No Nia Reed. She was our guest following the last home match, the win against Columbus 2 Saturdays ago. And now she's out for the rest of the season, knee injury. Just shaven Landsman, the only right side player available tonight for Omaha. And Stephanie Samity just signed. She'll be available in the future. These 2 teams play later this week in San Diego. Killed by Tammy Thomas-Ilara. 7-4 Mojo.
And Thomas-Ilara doing a really nice job of going up on that, and she doesn't hit it as hard as she can. She takes something off of it and just swipes it off the block of Sydney Healy, realizing she's got a one-on-one block. That's a smart play by her.
Tammy Thomas-Ilara came from Glenwood, Illinois, went to Northwestern and finished at Wisconsin. And Vuchkova pounds one to the floor.
Vuchkova showing the intensity there, going up and just ripping the ball.
You call that a shoot set?
Yes, you would call that probably a 31 or a shoot to the middle. But she does such a great, Rustina Vuchkova does such a great job of getting up and being available. And Sydney Hilly connecting with her really well there.
4 kills already for Rustina. She averages 1.5 a set. And hey, Nootsara Tomkom fools the whole county and gets a point.
That's a tight pass from San Diego, and it's tight enough that even a smaller setter like Nootsara Tomkom is able to go up and just sling it down inside the 10-foot line on the Omaha side where there is no defender.
Only 5-6. Slide toward Dixon, stopped.
San Diego.
Ali Bastianelli had a little help from Tammy Thomas-Ilara. Bastianelli known for her blocking. 3-time All-American from Illinois. Had 9 blocks in her last 2 matches, along with 8 kills. De La Cruz can't get it through. Bastianelli, another good block touch. Tammy Thomas-Ilara, right at the libero. Just shaven Landsman, good cover by Kendall White. Timing off, De La Cruz somehow fools everybody.
This is a really good blocking rotation for San Diego. They've got Morgan Lewis over on the right side, Bastianelli, Tammy Thomas-Ilara. It's a really good rotation blocking for them, and you can see Omaha struggling on that ball. Betty De La Cruz just gets her timing off with the set and makes a play to keep it in, and it scores a point.
That's a savvy 36-year-old right there. She's seen a little volleyball.
It is. That's a tricky play.
Second ace of the night. Just shaven Landsman got her 8th of the season earlier. Now Sydney Hilly gets her 8th ace of the season. Cuts the 4-point deficit in half now for 2 straight Omaha points. That's tight to the net. Bastianelli unable to finish. Good chase. Just shaven Landsman, free ball over. Usually this means a Mojo point. Not this time. Bastianelli stopped. Lewis, wow, sharp angle, 10-7.
What an angle by Morgan Lewis, but you see there Bastianelli going up, and I agree with you, she's probably the better middle blocker on their team, but offensively not as strong. Tori Dixon doing a really great job staying in front of her. But then Morgan Lewis coming up with an incredible, insane angle from left front, cutting it sharp to left front on the other side.
Omaha won the first set, winning the final 6 points. And De La Cruz tools the block.
De La Cruz.
And when Betty is on, she makes it look so easy. She just goes up and swipes it off the block and walks away. Like, oh, it's another kill. Okay.
Those veterans, you can just tell they've seen so much. It happens slowly for them. They anticipate so well. There's a nice finish by Bastianelli.
Yes, Bastianelli doing a much better job that time of going up and turning it. She didn't hit it as hard as she can. She took something off it power-wise, but turning it allows her to go around the blockers.
Originally from Marysville, Michigan. Just shaven Landsman, tipping, but not this time. Morgan Lewis. Great rescue. Free ball over there. Down 3. Tight set on a free ball and pushed in. Where was the defense on that one?
So Nootsara Tomkom is in right back. She had started to run forward to play the short tip. The right front player, Morgan Lewis, was staying back, but thought Nootsara Tomkom was behind her on the court in the right back position, and there is nobody there. Point just Shaven Landsman.
Former Iowa State Cyclone took some time off and made the team, and now starts. It's tooled on that tip shot. Veronica Stone.
Serving number 30, Morgan Lewis.
Veronica Stone just going up and throwing it down inside the block of Shaven Landsman. She's got to reach over if she's going to help block on that.
Shaven Landsman again, blocked again by Veronica Stone. Had a little help, Kendra Dahlke. Dahlke's the new ingredient. Right? We didn't see her the first 2 matches, and wow, they're a different team with her. She is so comfortable there on the left side, not just offensively.
Yes, she gets the block there, but offensively, passing especially, I think she's made a huge difference for the team. She stepped in, they're getting more in a rhythm. They really depended on her against Orlando in their last 5-set win. They went to her often at the end of the set to get the win.
San Diego led nearly the entire first set before losing the final 6 points and the first set. Now they're leading the entire second set. Nice up by Thomas Aylara. Dahlke, not this time. Boy, that back left is so well protected by Kendall White. Boom! Back row kill. Betty De La Cruz.
And another power kill by Betty. Again, mixing it up on the offense. Sydney Hilly going to her out of the back row now, continuing to mix up who she's going to offensively. Nootsara Tomkom is in the front row now, so look for them to try to capitalize on that, whether it's out of the back row hitting over her or out of left front hitting over her.
Not a great pass, a little out of system. Dahlke trying to finish. Ooh, might have been long, but great up by De La Cruz. Brooke Nonneveller. Let's take a look at this one.
Brooke Nonneveller going over Nootsara Tomkom down the line again. Such a smart shot, knowing she has the shorter blocker there.
Slide, a long set. Veronica Stone tipping down. Just Shaven Landsman blocked back and no one covered.
That's a tough ball for Omaha to lose. I think that was a high enough ball off the block that somebody can touch that, but there's 2 players, both kind of start pulling back.
Covers happen so fast, shouldn't you just play it?
You should. If it's close, you touch it. That's how they always teach it.
Set 2 continues after this.
Cash Brown just too good.
Cross to Edmond. And there. Out Anna Lasariva. Perfect. Nye. He's just an assassin.
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Spalding's knowledgeable staff will guide you, equip you, and cheer you on every step of the way.
are world-class professionals. You can get your Franklin Real Pro Volleyball today at franklinsports.com. Nancy Metcalf, we have not been disappointed. Closer than LA traffic. 15-11 San Diego. Omaha won a deuce game in the first, and it's the 1970s, late 70s all of a sudden as they're doing the YMCA. We've got some dignitaries in the crowd. Nebraska legendary setter Kelly Hunter is on her phone in the front row. And Kenzie Maloney, she played in 2018. Went to four Final Fours for the Huskers. Sitting next to her in the front row. We'll get them on camera here in a moment. Enjoying the Supernova action. Earlier today, the Huskers played Kansas State in a spring match that had no fans. Trust me, Huskers playing in front of small crowds is unusual. No crowd, doesn't happen. Point Omaha, 15-12. Libero plays it to nobody, and Charbonnegas is not happy.
And you can tell there the San Diego team is so used to Charbonnegas handling those balls well. They're not even watching where the ball went. They just assumed it was a good pass. Nobody even follows it when it goes off the court. That was a great serve by Brooke Dunderviller driving it. Let's see her drop it a little bit shorter now because I think that one could have been out.
3 aces for Omaha already. Betty De La Cruz almost in double-digit kills already. Timmy Thomas Ayala has cooled off a little after a hot start. Great up by Dalkey. Timmy Thomas Ayala, sharp angle, that's a kill. 16-13 San Diego.
There's some nice ups there. Betty De La Cruz tipping over Nootsara Tomkom. Morgan Lewis coming up the line to play that. I think if you're going to tip over her, it has to be show it late and go fast hard at the end for a tip. Even when you're tipping, it's got to be a fast hard tip because if you show it too early, they can play it. But Timmy Thomas Ayala there hitting a really nice shot, just being smart with where she's attacking.
This rivalry resumes Tuesday night in San Diego. 6 o'clock local time. And Vuchkova gets another.
It's a nice connection there between Vuchkova and Hilly. I like it they're keeping her in front. I think that connection tonight has been better for them. Now you see Tori Dixon coming in. They're going to try to get Tori involved again, hopefully get some blocks, slow down the San Diego offense.
Our scoreboard sponsor tonight, Liberty First Credit Union, presented by Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. Over the net it goes. Venegas feeds Timmy Thomas Ayala. Vuchkova's digging like an archaeologist back there. Oh! And it lands on the shoe tops of Omaha.
That was a tough attack. Vuchkova had a really nice up on it, but it's tight to the net. Omaha can't quite get the play on it that they needed.
I like it when those 6'3" middles make a good dig. They're thinking, hey, I can do it all. Libero back in. Oh, high pass. And De La Cruz. It's an ugly rally to end up on the Omaha side. 17 landing at the shoe tops of San Diego for an Omaha point.
Betty again with such a smart, experienced play there. Sydney Hilly passed tight. I think that San Diego's middle actually touched the ball she set. It was so tight. But Betty just making a smart play and finding a way to push it down on the San Diego side of the net.
Wow, Thomas Ayala. How difficult a shot is that for a right-hander on the right side?
It's definitely more difficult for the right-hander because the ball's crossing all the way across your body, so you have to track the ball but also see the block in front of you. But to be able to get in there and turn it like that, that's a really, really great shot by Thomas Ayala.
And down the line, no less.
Yes. But Taiba Hanif Park was a right-handed opposite as well, so I'm sure she's able to give pointers on how to make it better and how to see it more effectively.
Dalkey, not this time. Kendall White trying to get another assist. Betty De La Cruz chipping. Libero keeps it up. Great free ball from Kendra Dalkey. De La Cruz not down. Morgan Lewis, wow, her former college teammate Nunaviller with the up. Dalkey, stop! Just Shaven Lansman.
That's a great blocking move by Just Shaven Lansman to stay low and press over the net. That set was low, faster faster than Dahlke was ready for, and that attack barely cleared the top of the net. Shaven Lansman doing a great job just pressing over.
Only averages half a block per set. Boy, but she technically is so sound. And that's about average for a right side, half a block per set, but you expect her to get even more than that. Long arms, big hands. Bastianelli, great up again. What defense tonight? Tomkom chooses. Kendra Dahlke. Just Shaven lands with again.
You got to keep talking about her blocking because she's going to keep getting blocks then.
No broadcaster jinx tonight.
Another great blocking move by Just Shaven Lansman, pressing over.
1 point ball game timeout, Mojo. Boy, Omaha's been staring at Mojo taillights all night, but pulled off the first set. Now getting in the passing lane, putting on the blinker here in the second.
They have both sets so far. San Diego has started out faster than Omaha. Omaha has found a way to claw their way back into the set each time. Now we're back just down by one. If Omaha can continue fighting, they have the firepower to put this away.
Veronica Stone's right in the middle of that crowd, and most people, when they think of Veronica Stone, they think of Jordan Love's girlfriend. And we're trying to expand this audience all the time. And she's been dating Jordan Love, been very public about it, for about 4 years. But Veronica Stone kind of hidden there on the right side of your picture. Here's what I remember about Veronica Stone. 2018, she was the architect of one of the greatest, if not the greatest, upset and there she is, number 7, NCAA tournament history, when she almost single-handedly takes down Minnesota at Minnesota in the 2018 regional semis. Samantha Silliger Swenson, a young Stephanie Samity, and Veronica Stone that night, when she would move to the front row, Minnesota could not stop her. I remember at the end of the 4th set, suddenly Kayla Banworth, who was an assistant coach for Nebraska at the time, the Huskers were going to get the winner of this match. She says, wow, this might happen. It's rarely discussed as one of the great upsets of all time. We don't have a lot of upsets in volleyball in the NCAA tournament. Phenomenal. And then in an empty gym, Nebraska beats Oregon a couple nights later to get into the Final Four. A week after that, again in Minneapolis. Brooke Nunavilla, we're tied up.
A nice play by Omaha there overall. Nice up by Char Venegas on the San Diego side, but a great put down by Brooke Nunavilla on the overpass. You can see the diving play there by Venegas. But Brooke Nunavilla ready for it, puts it away.
Does Omaha have yet another comeback in them? Morgan Lewis is not so fast. She's steady on that right side.
She is. She's a very steady player for them, and I think she understands the game really well also. She seems to know when to go hard, when to take something off of it.
You were a big lefty on the right side. Is it a much tougher task if you're a right-hander over there?
I think it's just different. It's tough, but I believe players adjust to it, right? You've been doing it a long time. They figure it out. They know how to make it work. But it is definitely tougher for a right-hander than a left-hander.
Just don't have a lot of big, tall lefties. So the right-handers have to figure it out. And a kill by Nunavilla.
Nunavilla going up aggressively and taking a rip at that one. Gets a touch on the back row of San Diego. That ball may have been out if they would not have touched it.
Tammy Thomas Aguilar could not resist. Out of system again. Tomkom goes to her right, and Lewis finishes. Boy, Tomkom, she is a riverboat gambler out there.
She is. She's just dishing the ball back and forth, and she has tendencies. And in the end of their set with Orlando, in the end of the 5th set, she was going to their outsides and their pin hitters. She was not using the middle at the end. So I believe when it comes down to it, that's the tendency we can look to see her go to again.
And San Diego's Taiba Hennief Park going again with this double switch. It did not work out last time. August Rasky, the former Oregon Duck, is going to set, and Willow Johnson, the former Oregon Duck, is going to play right side. Just Shaven Lansman makes it a moot point. Tied again.
That's a nice attack by Just Shaven Lansman. We were talking about the difficulty of a right-hander on the right side. That time, the pass pulled Sydney Hilly back to the right, so Jess actually didn't have to wait for the ball to cross her. She went to the ball, which ended up in a great kill by her, hitting it cross court.
Set goes middle. Veronica Stone. Pancake did not work for Sydney Hilly. Veronica Stone, great blocker. Great tipper and attacker, 21-20.
That's a smart shot by Ronica Stone, but I truly believe Omaha, their pin blockers have to realize if you're not blocking the middle, your responsibility is the tip. They need to come off expecting to play a tip on that ball.
Service error at an inopportune time.
Not a great time for a service error. Kendra Donkey realizes it instantly. You can see her face drop as the ball fell in the net. Trying to be aggressive, but giving the point back to Omaha, breathing life back into them again.
Nunaviller has one of Omaha's 3 aces. That was effective. Johnson's first kill is a Mojo. She just joined the team, just arrived from South Korea where she played professionally. The former great Hall of Fame lefty pitcher, Randy Johnson's daughter.
Very familiar with that name, but a nice shot by Johnson, just turning that ball sharp angle. Omaha defense not ready for it.
Ronica Stone, her Willow Johnson's former college teammate, serving, and Betty De La Cruz nearly sneaking it through. Tammy Thomas Aylara, so smart. 23-21 San Diego.
Nice swing by Thomas Aylara there. Tough ball for Betty De La Cruz. Not able to get an attack on that, but San Diego scrapping to come up with that ball. Thomas Aylara hitting a ball that Omaha was expecting a 3-ball on. Neither blocker even jumped with her. Knowing how dynamic she is as an attacker and how aggressive she is, they've got to put a block up, especially when she's that close to the net. If she's 10 feet off the net, maybe you back off. But when she's that close to the net, you know she can attack that. They've got to put a block in front of her.
San Diego looks loose. They're trying to develop some amnesia right now and forget what happened at the end of set 1. They were up by 4, and they lost the final 6 points of the first set. Now they're up by 2, and now trying to do what they couldn't do there in the first set.
Well, in sports in general, right, athletes need to have some degree of amnesia because you need to learn from what you did that didn't work, but you also need to forget about it and move on quickly because the next play is happening really soon. And so San Diego, I think, doing a nice job again. They fought back. It was real close, and now they're up by 2. Omaha knows that they've done this before. They know they can do it, but they've got to put the balls together to do it.
Next home match here in Omaha for the Supernovas Friday night. Bring on the Columbus. No, the Grand Rapids Rise. Grand Rapids, they're staring in from the outside in 5th place. Columbus is the next match for Omaha, but it's Grand Rapids here in town on Friday night. As Grand Rapids, as does San Diego, lots at stake. Trying to sneak into the Final 4. Top 4 teams go to the championships here in Omaha, May 15, and then the title match on May 18. Timmy Thomas Ayara, not this time. Betty De La Cruz. Great chance for the Supernovas. De La Cruz, another swing, stuffed. 24-21, San Diego on the brink.
There were some really nice digs in that rally as well. Betty De La Cruz having a great up on the cross-court shot there. Kendra Dalkey getting a great up and back, middle back for San Diego. San Diego capitalizes and finishes it with the block.
Ronica Stone sends it over to Brooke Nunaviller, and San Diego wins the final 4 points of the second set. 25-21, Mojo. Set 2 after the Supernovas fought back and won the first by 2. Got a special guest when we come right back. We're going 4 tonight in downtown Omaha.
What an absolutely beautiful spring evening in the Midwest as we welcome you live to Grand Rapids. This is Pro Volleyball Federation. And on the left side, Chaussee with a set point swing.
Tomkom to Temi, and she wins it for San Diego.
Pass by Sponsel. And Cash Brown, absolutely spectacular.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
Omaha, Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Cash Brown just too good.
Cross to Edmond. And there. Out on a Lasariva. For a nine. He's just an assassin.
Nootsara Tomkom out of Thailand. A very, very gifted and experienced international setter. Tomkom is so good in defense and also in transition. Beautiful play to the outside. 5'5" out of Thailand. For 16 years of professional.
Always pushes the pace. I love her choices too, offensively.
Welcome back, CHI Health Center, downtown Omaha, Nebraska, with Nancy Metcalf, the Olympian. My name's John Baylor. Let's bring in a rookie and a practice team player for the Omaha Supernovas. Kyla Swanson, the pride of Wahoo, Nebraska, which is Wintersville. They won 2 state volleyball titles. Ellie Glock, pretty good setter, not bad. Took Louisville almost to the Final Four this year. And then boys hoops, they just won the state title.
Yes,
Wahoo's, it's just an incubator of winners right now.
Yes, lots of great athletes, and we all work very hard in the weight room in the summer, and we're all challenging each other. It's a very competitive town, I would say.
You were in training camp, Kyla, with the Supernovas. Then you got an opportunity to go play in Puerto Rico. You did that. You had some fun, and now you're back. What's it like being a practice player?
It's great. I mean, I have fully embraced my role, and I just love helping the team get better. And it's just so great being the youngest on the team. I have so many mentors, and just able to look up to these incredible women and learn from them. It's such a blessing. I'm so grateful to be here.
When we look at the Omaha team, Kyla, it seems like the team gels really well. Like, you guys all get along, you have a good trusting relationship with each other. Who do you think are your biggest mentors on the team?
Yeah, that's a spot-on observation. We're all so close. I would say Gabby is one of my #1 mentors. She does team Bible studies every game day, and she's a great leader for the team. Nati, she just genuinely cares so much about everyone, and she's just that energy bus for the team. She really brings it for all of us.
You've had 1 match in 16 days. How do you feel all the time?
How do I feel?
How do you feel all this time?
Yeah, well, we went to the zoo on Monday. We had a great time. They like to find fun things for us in Omaha to stay connected. We do community service and have autographs and appearances at clubs. So we stay in touch with the community as much as we can.
How much practice time is there? And then how much work do you have to do outside of practice? Keeping in shape, nutrition, how does it all work?
Yeah, so normally we'll have a lift that will be an hour either before or after practice. And then we're kind of on our own for meals. We've got a nutritionist that, you know, helps take care of us there too, and, you know, practicing 5 days a week, and then, you know, recovery, take care of your bodies. Athletes know how that goes.
Now, we saw you on the bench earlier in the match, and there was a big long break. They were doing a Bolt 6 review, and everyone's doing planks. Who put the whole team up to that? Or you just normally do planks when there's a little bit of break in the action?
Yeah, we're trying to stay warm, and we're just having fun out there. I don't even remember whose idea was, but we all bought into it. We're like doing it together, so it's just a great time.
Now, you were a big star at Illinois. Were you good friends with Allie Bastianelli?
See, I just missed her. She graduated right as I came in, but I think she stuck around that spring, and I got to meet her, and I was like, that's definitely some big shoes to fill. She's an amazing middle blocker, and so yeah, we stayed close, and we took a picture of each other and sent it to Chris Thomas and coaching staff before the game, and was like, game day, ILL.
How does it feel being a local Nebraska kid, never probably having thought this was a possibility, and being able to play professionally in Nebraska?
Man, it is such a blessing, and I'm just so grateful that it just so happened to be the year I graduate that there's a draft that's happening. Just, you know, what are the odds that it's this year that it gets to be a draft for professional volleyball and in Omaha, 30 minutes from where I grew up? Couldn't have asked for a better situation.
Kyla Swanson, the pride of Wahoo, Nebraska, about 30 miles west of here in the University of Illinois. We got set 3 coming right up. 1 set each, Omaha and the Mojo.
What an absolutely beautiful spring evening in the Midwest as we welcome you live to Grand Rapids. This is Pro Volleyball Federation. And on the left side, Jose with a set point swing.
Tomkom to Temi, and she wins it for San Diego.
Reed.
official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb and provolleyballshop.com.
Omaha, Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Just too good.
Cross to Edmond. And there. Out on a Lasariva. First for a nine. He's just an assassin.
Nootsara Tomkom out of Thailand. A very, very gifted and experienced international setter. Tomkom is so good in defense and also in transition. Beautiful play to the outside. 5'5" out of Thailand. Her 16 years of professional.
Always pushes the pace. I love her choices too, offensively.
We have all sorts of Supernovas merchandise all over downtown Omaha and frankly all over eastern Nebraska. Together, Ren Athletics and the Pro Volleyball Federation have a focus that extends beyond the game. We're growing the sport of volleyball, building community around the sport, and empowering our world-class female athletes with top-tier resources. Ren Athletics, the largest volleyball-only apparel company in the United States, is the official uniform and apparel partner of the Pro Volleyball Federation. From custom-designed player uniforms, stylish off-court apparel, and an array of fan gear, Ren Athletics is a driving force behind it all. Gear up with the official Ren Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com. Set 3 when we continue. We're going at least 4 tonight. One apiece, the Mojo and the Novas.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like they in a choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
Nootsara Tomkom out of Thailand. A very, very gifted and experienced international setter. Tomkom is so good in defense and also in transition. Beautiful play to the outside. 5'5" out of Thailand. Her 16 years of professional.
Always pushes the pace. I love her choices too, offensively.
Hey.
Well, that was fun. Kyla Swanson stopping by. Grew up in Omaha, Nebraska, and then goes to the University of Illinois. Spends her 5th year at Auburn, has a great experience. Now she's playing professionally in her own country, as well as Puerto Rico. Practice player who's just waiting for an opportunity, and those practice players are critical during practice.
They are, because they're helping the team get better by training and practice, but they also need to be ready because one injury could happen and they could be called up to the team and need to be an active roster player. So they play such an important role in these teams, and Kyla Swanson is so fun to see a Nebraska athlete be able to join the team, be ready to go if they need her.
Jess Shaven Landsman, 9 kills thus far in this one. There's Kyla Swanson. Practice players stand on the sidelines, but they do not dress. The other one over there, 2 of them, Gina Mancuso. She is officially pregnant, and so she's unable to play. She's gone public with that. That's why we can. We're not breaking it. We're not breaking it. And then Stephanie Samity, she'll be available next match. But there's Gina. Former Husker star. 2012, her final year. And there's Betty De La Cruz. And a big block by Tori Dixon, but it lands just wide. Point San Diego to start things here in the third.
That's right. Here you can see the in-out, landing out significantly far. Betty De La Cruz taking something off that on that first swing, not feeling in rhythm. San Diego able to capitalize coming back.
Paige Briggs begins in the lineup for Omaha for Brooke Nunaville. Back row, Paige Briggs. And she's got a kill.
Nice start by Paige Briggs, coming in, making a difference right away. I like it going through her out of the middle, keeping her in the back row right now, giving her a chance to get comfortable before she's at the net attacking. She does a nice job turning that. Nootsara Tomkom getting a touch, but going out of play off of that.
She's been a catalyst at times this year. Early in the season when Brooke Nunaville had a foot problem, Paige Briggs had 2 big matches, then relegated as serving specialist, came off the bench a couple matches ago, had a nice night. Here she goes, a big chance. And chest shaven landsman blocked by Bastianelli. What makes Ali Bastianelli such a good blocker?
I think her footwork, for one, she's getting her feet closed quickly on the block, which allows her to get over the net when she's blocking. She's in position. I think she reads really well also. You see her arms there reaching over.
Timmy Thomas-Ailara just across. Paige Briggs the target. Good pass. Dixon with an extra velocity on that, didn't work, and Kendra Dalkey slams it. Remember, the Mojo have been ahead 90% of this match at least.
They have. They started out hot every set tonight, and they're doing it again right now. Starting there on that play with the dig by Nootsara Tomkom. Morgan Lewis steps in and sets a beautiful out-of-system set to Kendra Dalkey on the outside.
The slide, Dixon, kaboom!
That's the connection we've been looking for with Hilly and Dixon. Tori Dixon that time able to swing through that ball, powers it down the line.
One of 3 Olympians playing for Omaha. She was a 2-time alternate. Here's another Betty De La Cruz. Read up by Venegas. And Lewis gets stopped. Paige Briggs, just 5'10".
Paige Briggs, though, making a really nice blocking move there. Nootsara Tomkom gets pushed forward on the pass, so she has to push it further back to get to her opposite attacker for Morgan Lewis. Paige Briggs has time. She gets over the net. Great setup, great block seal.
That's an ace by Betty De La Cruz. Her 25th of the season, leads the entire federation.
There's the ace we've been looking for and waiting for. Betty De La Cruz, again, with such a heavy arm and a fast wrist snap. She's just powering that ball on the serve, and it can overpower the passer if they're not ready for it.
Rare moment. Omaha's leading 4-3. They came back and claimed that first set. Otherwise, they have trailed much of the night. Straight up by Kendall White. Now to make it a 2-point advantage. Briggs. This time, Doug. Kendra Dalkey, whistle, net violation, Omaha.
Point Mojo, net violation.
That's a nice rally on both sides. Tough for Omaha to lose that point on the net violation because they had a really nice block touch. Their defense was ready to play that ball up. Give the side out back to San Diego.
Libero's not allowed to serve. So you see middle serving and digging on rotation. There's Bastianelli trying to get an assist. Dalkey, great cover. Paige Briggs trying to get her second kill. She got it. 5-4 Omaha.
Nice high swing by Paige Briggs there. Even though that set was inside, she turns it down the line, high hands. She hits it with enough power and speed that Timmy Thomas-Ailara gets a touch, but not enough to control it, and the ball kind of ping-pongs around. Point for Paige Briggs.
Big crowd again tonight here at CHI. Saturday nights, always 11,000 or more when the Supernovas are playing, and a kill from Morgan Lewis.
That's a really smart shot by Morgan Lewis. She just goes high, deep to the corner. That's a really tough ball for the defense to dig because it's in between 2 players. Theoretically, the block is taking that away, so there's no defender waiting for it there.
One of 6 Oregon Ducks playing for San Diego, and she just finished up in the fall of 2023. Promptly sends that one towards the river. 6-5 Omaha.
Serving for Omaha, number 10, Lensman.
Shaven Landsman was an All-American in Iowa State, then played beach for a year. Veronica Stone Sides out.
She's been effective on that slide tonight. She connects so well with Nootsara Tomkom. Their tempo, their timing is all working really well for her. She does a nice job going up, seeing the block, and turning it around the block instead of down into it.
Girlfriend of Green Bay Packer quarterback Jordan Love. We don't usually discuss personal lives, but they're very public about it. And this is the kind of thing fans like to know about, I think. De La Cruz, kaboom!
I am almost as entertained by Betty De La Cruz's faces after she scores as I am by the attack she's making. Her facial expressions are priceless. But another great attack by her, seeing the block, turning around it.
Back row, Morgan Lewis, big block, Vuchkova. That's her specialty. And now Omaha up by 2.
Vuchkova lining up so well on that block and pressing over, staying in her spot. She's not dancing around, she's not swinging her arms. That makes it much easier for the defense around you, but when the ball hits you, it goes straight down.
What a set. What do you call that set?
That was a prayer of a set. She just threw it up there knowing how athletic Timmy Thomas-Ailara is. Nootsara Tomkom just threw the ball up there high, gave her something Thomas-Ailara could go after, and she does a nice job of just getting up high and snapping it down.
Now Sydney Hilly, quick attack, well done. Vuchkova.
Great turn by Vuchkova, going up, seeing the block in front of her, snapping it wrist away or thumb down back towards zone 5, finding an opening.
Vuchkova now with 8 kills tonight. And she has that one block we witnessed a moment ago, and she'll serve. Both middles get to serve. And Timmy Thomas-Ailara effective yet again. She just seems like a different player than the one we watched in college.
She is, and I think that's natural progression for a professional athlete. When you play in college, you're learning as you become more of a professional. You've learned more of those skills, but she's doing a nice job right now. Her last couple shots have been really crafty, not powering through, but just finding a way to sneak the ball through. She's doing a really nice job with that.
And she was a great player in college, but boy, she just seems so in control. And there another one, just a wise player, knowing what shot to go with, not always going for the big thunderous kill, just seeing the floor in the game so well.
Yes, I agree. She sees the game, she sees the floor, she sees the block really well. She's changing up where she's hitting it, the speed she's hitting it at, mixing up like that, keeps the defense off balance.
Timmy Thomas-Ailara, quite the scholar in college. She was a hospital administration major. Sydney Hilly wants a kill, and she gets one.
The crowd loves to see the setter get the kill like that. Sydney Hilly not afraid to go up and hit the ball.
How do you think Sydney is faring tonight?
I don't think she's having her best match setting. There have been a lot of miscommunications on either timing or location with some hitters. But what I do like is she's not just throwing the towel in. She's continuing to work hard to find the tempo or location her hitters want.
Timmy Thomas-Ailara blocked by Tori Dixon. Had some help from Betty De La Cruz. The block is back for Omaha.
The block is back. They have started out well again this set. They're getting over in good positions, reaching over and staying solid.
Lewis. Here come the Novas. De La Cruz. Now the Mojo. Morgan Lewis. Great defense both ways. De La Cruz fires off the block, and a 3-point lead for Omaha, biggest of the night.
And we were talking about Thomas-Ailara being crafty. Betty De La Cruz coming back with some craftiness of her own. Knowing that the block is there and solid, she just kind of tools it off of them into the middle of the court. Nootsara Tomkom is an extremely quick defender down the line. Betty De La Cruz doing a good job taking that into the middle of the court away from Tomkom.
There's 3 weeks left in the regular season. Thomas-Ailara was blocked a moment ago. Trying to get another kill. Great up by Paige Bridge. Playing well off the bench. And a push shot kill.
I think that's the 3rd or 4th kill Betty De La Cruz has had tonight where she just goes up. I'm not even sure she's jumping, but she just shoves the ball through the block.
Yeah, what do you call that shot?
A push, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not something they really train or teach, but this is the craftiness and the experience of a veteran player coming through.
She sees the blocker falling away and just pushes it off her body. Willow Johnson back in, lefty on the left side for this rotation. She'll get another chance, lefty on the left. Up by 4. Omaha now just 3. Allie Bastianelli. Her blocking has been a difference in this match.
It has been, and she's been a difference maker for San Diego continually as a blocker, but you see her now coming in, being ready to block, sealing the block closed. Willow Johnson not hitting great on the left side over there, so San Diego needed the defensive stop to get that side out.
Bastianelli 9 blocks in her last 2 matches. She's got about half that right now in this match. 4 or 5. Willow Johnson bangs it. Just joined the team from South Korea. There's a Dalkey, a big block and nobody covered.
The block playing a bigger role this set than it has earlier this match. There have been some blocks, but so far at the start of this set, both teams blocking doing a big difference change here.
Now what happened there? Where was the mojo? I think Willow Johnson was late moving over.
She was. She kind of made her attack and just stopped and watched. And as an attacker, you have to make your approach to attack. If you don't get set, you have to get back into position to cover, and she was slow getting there.
Wow. The other crew's looking for a second ace of the night. Omaha's got 4. Not quite, but it results in a free ball. Great chance. Just shaving Landsman bangs it off the block and out of here.
That's the way a team wants to capitalize on a free ball. Another great serve by Betty De La Cruz. Doesn't end in a point for the ace, but they get a free ball coming back. They're able to put it away from the right side with just shaven Landsman.
All Omaha thus far in the 3rd. We're tied in sets at 1.
Supernovas.
Just too good.
Crossed to Edmond. And there. Out on a Lasariva. For a 9. He's just an assassin.
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Spalding's knowledgeable staff will guide you, equip you, and cheer you on every step of the way.
Ultimate volleyball for our world-class professionals. You can get your Franklin Real Pro Volleyball today at franklinsports.com. I'm John Baylor, courtside, CHI Health Center, Omaha, Nebraska. There's the Olympian Nancy Metcalf, 3-time first-team All-American for the Huskers, finished up in 2001. You're looking at the numbers. What are you seeing?
I think Omaha right now has been pretty balanced this match, but the block is playing a big difference in this set. Continue getting good blocks, continue serving strong to keep them off balance for San Diego's offense. That will pay off dividends for Omaha.
Paige Briggs, as you saw a moment ago, has been a catalyst off the bench again tonight. Coming in for Brooke Nunneveller. Willow Johnson has 1 kill tonight, not a second yet. Shaven Landsman going after Johnson, forcing her to play defense. Get a Dalkey out of in. Just in. And you're thinking, hey, no human beings. How do they know? The Bolt 6 system.
The cameras know. But yes, Paige Briggs has come in and made a great difference for Omaha. She's not only attacking and serving, but she had some nice defensive plays too, where she's digging up a ball that's really tough hit, keeping the team alive in some of these rallies.
Great up by Bastianelli, who's playing back row. Willow Johnson bangs it off of somebody's coconut. Johnson, another swing, blocked out of bounds. Now, speaking of no linesmen, do you think it's helpful not having a human being there trying to officiate right in the back line where there are a lot of players and a lot of balls?
Well, it definitely clears the path, right? If a ball goes off the court and someone's chasing, you don't have to worry about running over a linesman. But it also takes away the human error part of a ball that maybe was at an angle they couldn't see, and it takes it completely away and leaves it up to the computers.
Just shaven Landsman goes after the center. Now, Tomkom, usually a very reliable digger.
She is, and she's a great defensive player. That ball's just out of reach for her. Even so, she got a touch on it. You can see if they show the angle here, she's still making a dig, trying to get that ball up. It's between her and Willow Johnson. It's a tough ball to dig up.
Big high touch by Jess Leib. Shaven Landsman on that one. Here's Johnson. She's trying to tip. Ooh. Omaha expecting the express. Missed the local.
Smart play by Johnson there. I like it that she's gone after some balls hard and she changes it up and puts a soft tip right over the block.
Just joined the team after playing professionally in South Korea. 6'3" opposite. Hit 272 with more than 1,000 kills in her years at Oregon. Just Shaven Landsman, former Iowa State Cyclone. Kaboom!
Just Shaven Landsman's been effective for Omaha tonight. They're going to continue going through. They need her to keep pulling this team, keep being effective for them, keep scoring points.
You think Stephanie Samity's arrival has maybe fueled Just Shaven Landsman just a little?
I think it's probably given her a little bit of motivation, yes.
Veronica Stone blocked. Paige Briggs got her second block. She's only 5'10".
And that's a sweet blocking move by Paige Briggs there, coming along the net with Veronica Stone and just pressing over. Veronica Stone doesn't get blocked on that slide very often. That's a great move by Paige Briggs.
Blocking, how much is technique? How much is height?
90% technique. Obviously, you can't be, 4 feet tall and block balls, but most players are within 6 inches of each other, and after that, it comes all down to technique.
All 4 feet viewers suddenly very discouraged.
I apologize.
18-14 as Veronica Stone brings the Mojo within 4. Donkey to Briggs, boy, she's doing it all. Passing, digging, attacking, blocking. Kenny Thomas Ayala, not this time. Paige Briggs. Kaboom! She's not superstitious. We're at number 13, 19-14 Omaha.
Nice cross-court swing there by Paige Briggs. She's gone down the line several times, deep to zone 6, which is the middle back several times. Now she's going cross-court. I like it that she's mixing it up.
A lot of depth. We hear from the coach, Laura Bird-Kuhn. She's unafraid to tap the bench. Thomas Ayala bangs it off of Vuchkova into the Omaha floor.
Nice turn there by Thomas Ayala. Again, such a veteran, smart play, I believe. Hitting that shot sharp off the block inside. Undiggable.
She's only a rookie.
Hard to believe sometimes by the plays she's making. They're so smart.
Wow, nobody played it. It hits the donut. We got Willow Johnson, a new player in there, and no libero, and it falls.
Sometimes luck is better than skill.
But communication's so key.
Communication is so important, yes.
Telepathy is so key. If you've been playing with the same players for a long time, do you just kind of know what you're up to and what each other's doing?
Yes, when you're comfortable around each other and you have experience together, you know which player is going to take that. You know where someone's going to be. When you're not used to playing with somebody, that comfort isn't quite there.
Thomas Ayala, this time tugged by guess who? Paige Briggs across the net. And Thomas Ayala bangs it back to the Omaha floor. 4-point ball game one more time.
Thomas Ayala is so physical and so athletic. She's hitting that ball at such a sharp angle. It's dying in front of the defense, and they're having a hard time popping it up on the Omaha side because it's coming down so sharply. It's just popping back over off the dig.
Briggs guides it to her setter. Hilly to the back right. Shaven Landsman bangs it off the setter. And Willow Johnson, wow, that's why they picked her up.
Yeah, you see there Willow Johnson making a nice move inside. She's one of those left-handed opposites we talked about, so that ball isn't crossing her body before she can hit it. It's coming on the side she's hitting on, so it's a much easier approach for her to find that ball and still see the block.
Replacing her former college teammate, the younger Morgan Lewis. Willow Johnson now on the right. Randy Johnson, the Hall of Fame pitcher's daughter, gets dug. Paige Briggs. Again! Wow.
Paige Briggs providing that spark Omaha was looking for, as she did earlier in the season several times. Coming alive for the team, whether it's in passing on service, defense, getting some really tough balls up, or just attacking like she's doing now.
Just a serving specialist the last 2 matches. Before that, though, she had 11 kills, 8 kills, 6 kills, so she's been playing of late. Usually in a substitute role. Tip shot. Tori Dixon.
Really nice job there by Sydney Hilly. That dig was a tough ball, and it got dug tight to the net. Just getting enough on it to play it up where Tori Dixon can get something on it. Tori Dixon being so smart and just keeping the ball in play, and it ends up falling for a kill.
That was a great one-hand redirect by Sydney. Now she serves it. Thomas Ayala trying to bring back the Mojo late in the third. Bastianelli. Here come the Novas. Great up by Willow Johnson. Tammy Thomas, like, all right, there you go. That seasoned play, but she's just a rookie.
She does not play like a rookie, but she is so dynamic and such a good jumper that she's hitting that ball very sharp inside and down around the block. That's tough to do. There's not many attackers who can hit that sharp of a ball hard, and she's doing a great job doing it.
Here we go again, another close one late. Omaha fought back, won the final 6 points of the first set to win it a deuce game. There's Laura Bird-Kuhn hearing from her Brain Trust. And then it was all San Diego winning the last 4 points of the second set. And it was 21-all. Paige Briggs, not this time. Down 4, Mojo ball. Willow Johnson, kill.
What an angle by Willow Johnson, going up sharp inside the block there. Nootsara Tomkom doing a really nice job, running up to the net and just casually throwing the ball back. It looks so effortless with her, but it opens things up for hitters. Willow Johnson doing a great job finding an opening on the court.
Ooh! Inopportunely timed service there.
Late in the set, it's tough to give up a point on a service error.
It's end game. Should you be thinking full speed, or players even end game still try to tip?
Both. It just depends on the situation. I don't think you can just rule out the tip as a player, because some situations it's open and you want to take it if that's what's available.
Nice pass. Great chase down by Tomkom, and then Dalkey gets blocked. Just Shaven lands with.
It's a great blocking move by Jess Shaven Landsman to get over. San Diego has to be ready to cover that ball. That's not a straight down block. Started off by a great serve by Betty De La Cruz. Dalkey trying to get a nice swing off of that, and the block is all over it.
Set point, Omaha. Jessalon.
Service ball, point, Mojo.
Now for the set. Here come the Mojo. For set 3, De La Cruz. Boom! 2-1 Supernovas. Boy, all these pin hitters, both sides, are weapons from anywhere on the 6 locations on the floor.
They are, and both setters use their hitters in all 6 rotations. Front row or back row, they're using them, and they're making use of what they have available. Doing a really great job finding the hitters who are ready to score.
Having fun in downtown Omaha. 2 sets, 1. The 4th when we return.
What an absolutely beautiful spring evening in the Midwest as we welcome you live to Grand Rapids. This is Pro Volleyball Federation. And on the left side, Chassé with a set point swing.
Tomkom to Temi, and she wins it for San Diego.
Reed.
Pass by Sponsel. And Kaz Brown, absolutely spectacular.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb and provolleyballshop.com.
Omaha, Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Kaz Brown just too good.
Crossed to Edmond. And there. Out on Lasariva. Nye, he's just an assassin.
Nootsara Tomkom out of Thailand. A very, very gifted and experienced international setter. Tomkom is so good in defense and also in transition, beautiful play to the outside. 5'5" out of Thailand, her 16th years of professional.
Always pushes the pace. I love her choices too, offensively.
Time for our dig of the match as the Omaha Supernovas enjoy a 2-1 lead as we advance to the fourth. Brought to you by Roll-Off Construction since 1975. Brooke Nunaviller. What a play.
Great hustle. You see Brooke just absolutely lay out on the floor trying to get that ball up. Omaha able to keep the ball in play and continue the rally.
Nearly every rally you just see something special defensively. As now we have the Omaha Supernova version of the Fenway Park 7th inning stretch. That was your dig of the match, brought to you by Roll-Off Construction since 1975. I like it when Neil makes an appearance here after set 3. That set was one which Omaha controlled, pulling away early and holding off San Diego's comeback bid. But Omaha had to fight back in the second, tied it at 21, lost the last 4 points, trailed the entire first set, but won the final 6 rallies to win it. 2-1 Omaha. We start the fourth. And Bastianelli swings, that's out. No block touch. No review request from head coach Taiba Hanif Park. Served by Sydney, great pass. Laura Wheeler-Johnson's taken over on the right side. So there we have a conventional lefty playing on the right. Coming in there from Morgan Lewis. Johnson had a couple kills in the third, gets one here early in the fourth. We're tied at 1, set 4. Another serve long by Timmy Thomas Aylara. She had a poorly timed one there late in the fourth as Omaha pulled away.
Betty De La Cruz going back to serve again, trying to get her rhythm, continue the rhythm she had in the last set. Keep putting pressure on San Diego.
Got an ace tonight. 25 for the season, leads the Federation. Johnson with another tip, drops it. She's deceptive. You're not sure what's coming.
And that's part of being the left-hander. The ball comes to her arm, her hitting arm quicker than it would if it had to cross for a right-hander, but she does a good job of not showing the tips so early. Omaha's block is small enough in the front that right now Kendall White is staying deeper down the line and having to chase the tip, and Johnson doing a nice job of seeing that and knowing it's open.
Another service long. Ali Bastianelli cannot believe it. Just a credit card long. San Diego 1.5 games ahead of the 5th place Orlando Valkyries, whom they just beat in 5 on Sunday afternoon. Johnson gets stuffed. Kristina Vuchkova from Bulgaria.
Great blocking move by Kristina there, reaching over. Johnson hasn't been shut down too much yet this match, so hopefully that Omaha team can continue getting her number on those blocks.
Repeat rule, and she mishits it to the bottom of the net. That was her first match playing with San Diego.
It'll be interesting to see how Johnson responds, because some players, when they get blocked, they start to make errors because it's almost as if the block gets in their head. I don't know if that's what happened there, but it'll be interesting to see how her response goes from here on out.
Vuchkova delivers another. Credit to Tori Dixon serve.
Yeah, starting with the serve, Vuchkova ready to attack and turning it away from the center where the blocker is waiting.
Timeout San Diego. They get 2 per set. And suddenly Omaha is 19 points away from a 4-set win. The Supernovas have lost 2 of their last 3, but they've won 4 of their last 6. But getting ready for this home stretch. They want to be playing their best going into the postseason.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like they in a choir. I'm on top and I'm taking
international setter. Tomkom is so good in defense and also in transition. Beautiful play to the outside. 5'5" out of Thailand. Her 16 years of professional.
Always pushes the pace. I love her choices too, offensively.
Reality.
Welcome back to Omaha. Just Shaven Landsman leads. Here's the second with kills for Omaha. She's got 12. Betty De La Cruz has 16. There's Stephanie Samity, unavailable, but she's a brand new Supernova.
She is. They just picked her up, just announced her signing. I think that'll be a great signing for Omaha because she brings some offensive firepower and some depth on the right side that Omaha doesn't have right now with Nia Reed out.
5-time All-American. Stephanie Samity. She'll be ready to go on Tuesday in San Diego. This rivalry continues. Veronica Stone in. 6-3 Novas.
Serving number 4, Willow Johnson.
She is so active.
She is, and she does a nice job of always being available, getting up and being ready to attack so that Nootsara Tomkom knows in any given situation, she's ready to attack and ready to be used.
Just Shaven Landsman makes her look easy. 2 in the block, 7-3 Omaha.
Point Novas. Serving for the Bingo.
That's her 13th kill, 16 for Betty De La Cruz. 3 blocks tonight for Tori Dixon, 3 for Jess, and 3 for Christina Uchkova. Gonna block Mardi Gras for Omaha tonight until that moment.
That's not the play you want to see if you're an Omaha fan. They need to take care of that ball. Nootsara Tomkom just standing flat on the ground. Paige Briggs unfortunately pushing it into her, and it comes back over the net as a block.
13 Omaha blocks, but they missed that one. Paige Briggs been quiet in this 4th set, nearly an ace. She relinquishes a free ball. The slide timing's off on a free ball. Veronica Stone easily dug. Big rip in the back right. That's a kill. Just Shaven Landsman.
Just Shaven Landsman staying alive for Omaha tonight. She's been playing well. She's getting kills when they need them. Veronica Stone on that ball had to play the free ball that Paige Briggs put over to her and was not able to get back in rhythm for her attack.
Well, San Diego missed a golden opportunity earlier in that rally on their free ball they received. Willow Johnson gets dug. Tammy Thomas-Aguilar stopped. That's block number 14. Christina Vuchkova.
Another great blocking move by Christina Vuchkova, showing her dominance as a blocker.
This match just turned around middle of the 3rd set. It's been all Omaha ever since. What happened?
I honestly don't know. Kendra Dahlke was pretty quiet, and I think that gave Omaha the door to sneak back in, but they have really turned around their mentality as well. They've just been fighting and gritting out the points, not giving San Diego these leads they did in the first 2 sets.
Paige Briggs has helped a lot as well. Her arrival beginning of set 3 just brought some new energy. Net violation Omaha.
Yes, Paige has been a big part of it, offensively and defensively. She's come in and been the spark that Omaha wanted. She's done a great job with the opportunity she got.
The official attendance for tonight, 11,303. Omaha has now hosted the top 6 most attended U.S. Pro Volleyball matches. 11,303 every night on a Saturday here when Omaha plays volleyball. At least 11,000. There's a kill. Off the block and out of here by Tammy Thomas-Aguilar.
And another smart swing by Thomas-Aguilar coming inside on that set that was dying inside. Just making a smart, controlled shot down the line, and it falls deep in the corner.
The outcome tonight still very much in doubt. Everybody's still here. 11,303. And Sydney Hilly fools everybody.
Sydney Hilly joining the party. She says, I want to score 2. Great vision, though. Great intellectual play as a setter. Realizing the libero was out, the center of the court is open.
Would you like to see her try that more often? Or she has so many weapons.
I think it's a fine line because she has so many weapons, and you need to keep them involved. But also, if a setter tips or dumps too often, the defense is expecting it and it's not effective. So it's good to mix it in, but not to overdo it.
Such a smart player, one of the great college volleyball setters ever. 5 years at Wisconsin. Dana Retke was kind of a nice help for her.
Yes, Dana Retke allowed her to get a lot more assists.
It's nice having a 6'8" middle.
It helps.
San Diego.
Out of bounds from Betty De La Cruz. 10-8.
Betty De La Cruz really good at telling the team after a ball like that, just saying, keep going, just stick with it, we got this. She doesn't get too rattled when things don't go her way.
That set by Sydney was forgettable, but she makes up for it there with a great dig. Good block back, and Lincoln, Omaha's going to win the point.
Sydney Hilly turns around and says, I guess we'll take it. Sometimes it's not what you expect to work, but if you get the point out of it, you run away, you're happy with it.
Amidst the greatness, you see points like that occasionally.
Yes, that happens too. These players are human.
Donkey's been so quiet. Relegated to a passer of late. Bastianelli finishes. Just a 2-point ball game.
These teams have stayed close to each other all night long. Each team taking a little run here and there, but the other team sticking around.
Lindsay Vanderweide, another Oregon Duck, comes in. She started this year with Omaha, ended up as a Mojo, and Donkey's really dropped off a cliff offensively, been sound defensively. Here's Vanderweide to try to change things. Add a spark. De La Cruz. Point Omaha.
Nice firepower there from De La Cruz. She hits on that one hard and heavy. Shara Venegas able to pop it up, but Mojo not able to run that down to continue the play.
Vanderweide runs out of real estate. De La Cruz has an ace tonight, 25 for the year. Venegas, the great pass by the libero. Vanderweide tipping her first contact. And Bastianelli, another kill.
Mojo.
Smart play by Bastianelli, just taking advantage of that overpass there, throwing it back down, staying out of the net, which sometimes middle blockers, if the ball's too close to the net, it's tempting and they snap through it and hit the net, but she does a really smart play on that ball.
Vanderweide now in the front row. 5 times this year she's had double-digit kills, so she is no stranger to potent offense. From Bastianelli to the back row. Paige Briggs, big block. Willow Johnson, Ronica Stone.
Johnson and Stone do a nice job sealing over on Paige Briggs. Paige on that one is pulling it down, trying to hit harder. She's got to keep that high, either swing around the block or high hands off the block.
In 2022, Taiba Hanif Park was an assistant coach for Matt Ulmer at Oregon. Right now, the 3 front row players are Oregon Duck alumni. Just Shaven Landsman, kaboom!
That was a faster tempo set to Shaven Landsman than we've been seeing, and I think that she's able to get on that ball, and the quickness of the set allows her to explode to the ball faster. She's able to pop up and just rip it between the block. The block could not get closed in time.
Tori Dixon sends it. Tammy Thomas Ailara guides it to Tomkom. Vanderweide tipping won't work. Timing was off. Now Omaha. Landsman. Overdig, shot back by Jess. Here come the Ducks. Willow Johnson pushes it across, and here comes a free ball. Great chance for Mojo to get within 1. The slide, wow. Ronica Stone, what was Tomkom doing there? She adjusted her body in the air.
So as a shorter setter, it's tougher for her to get those tight passes. That ball, even though it was a free ball, was passed a little bit tight. She is such an intelligent setter, and she has such good body control. She jumped up and faced the net to keep her arms from going in the net. Gives her more space to work with, and she sets it sideways to Ronica Stone running the quick right behind her, or what we call an A.
Quick attack. Vuchkova needed it, and a 2-point advantage yet again for Omaha.
Great swing by Christina Vuchkova. I like it. Sydney Hilly finding her, getting her the ball quick. Great up there by Kendall White to start that play. And Kendall enjoys celebrating too.
Uh-oh, bad pass. Great save by Venegas, and here comes a free ball chance. Omaha. Jack back right, tipping, just Shaven Landsman. Down to San Diego. Willow Johnson, native of Paradise Valley in Arizona. Nice dig. Now Vander Wiley, she's stuffed. She's 0 for 3. Point, Omaha, another block. They're 15th of the night.
Yes, that ball for San Diego, for Vander Whitey, was a little bit inside, but Hrstina Vuchkova doing a really nice job of stopping short, reaching over where the ball is. That's block setup, and that's so important.
10 to go for Omaha. Ooh. A rare service error for Omaha tonight.
Serving number 16, Lindsay Vanderweide.
11,303. Some thought this building was too big. Needed to go to a smaller arena. Thank goodness we've got this many seats. It's about 17,000 in here. We need most of them whenever the Novas are in town. And Paige Briggs drops another.
Paige Briggs with a great location on that tip, not going straight down the line, but into the court. That puts it a step further away from the defensive players. Such a smart place to tip it.
Kenna White's doing something in these huddles after these points because everyone's starting to laugh.
Well, she's intense, but she, I think, also has the lightening up factor for her team. She loves to make them joke and laugh with her intensity.
Sydney Hilly everywhere, and that shot by De La Cruz just wide. Yep. Thought it was wide. We'll check it out with bolt 6.
Very close. De La Cruz are a little incredulous, but she really thought that was in, and it's tough to lose a ball that you feel like as a hitter you got a great contact on, and it felt good and looked in from where you were. But this system does not lie. 22 cameras get it right. Just shaving, lands it, blocked by guess who? Ali Bastianelli. Blocking machine. Ali Bastianelli has really shown up as a blocker tonight, showing why she is such a tough blocking player.
It's her 7th block. The team has 10. She has a 6th sense. Somehow misses that block. Vuchkova finds the floor.
I'm not sure how Vuchkova hit that ball. She was up and twisting and reaching and somehow found a way to get it over the net, finds the center of the court, and it falls for a kill.
8 to go.
Into the match, number 25, Maggie Cartwright.
Here comes Maggie Cartwright to play for Omaha. Rarely used. She's working hard in practice. Sends it across. Former Arkansas Razorback. Wow, Tomkom. But the Novas keep it alive. And a kill for Timmy Thomas Ailara. 17-16 Omaha.
Another nice high swing for Thomas Ailara. Really good pickup there by Betty De La Cruz on Tomkom's dump. She's so deceptive. She just goes up and flips it back over her shoulder, and it crosses the net, and Betty's ready for it. That's another veteran play to read that and be ready for it. But Thomas Ailara with a great swing coming back and able to get the kill.
Omaha 8 away from a 4-set win. San Diego just 1 back. Great up by Vander Wiley. Thomas Ailara to tie it, not this time. Slide, Dixon stuff. Timmy Thomas Ailara. Bastianelli there too. We're tied at 17.
That's a nice blocking move by San Diego. I didn't like the timing of that for Tori Dixon. It felt like the set was too low and fast, and she wasn't getting to it quickly enough. Just trying to turn something out of nothing, and she gets blocked straight down.
Great pass, Paige Briggs. Timing off, De La Cruz gets pancaked. Again, Betty. Karam rescued by Bastianelli. She can do it all. 3rd swing of this rally for Betty De La Cruz. Her 4th. Wow. Johnson finally finishes the 3rd straight San Diego Mojo point.
What a long rally with some great defensive plays again. Thomas Ailara turning that sharp ball. Betty De La Cruz making a move and digging it up. It flips over the net. Willow Johnson coming in and finishing it for San Diego.
So that 3-point lead is over. And the Mojos have a 1-point advantage. Make it 2. That attack into the antenna, so suddenly the timing is off between Sydney Hilly and Tori Dixon.
Well, and that ball, Paige Briggs passed just a little bit tight to the net. So now Hilly was the one trying to do the gymnastics in the air of turning sideways to not net while she's setting the ball. And unfortunately, the set is too low. And Tori Dixon, not able to get there in time, tries to tip it over, but I saw the antenna shake, so I'm assuming it was a ball off the antenna.
I think it's 19-17. No, it's 18-18. We'll get it sorted out. We got a timeout on the floor. But for the moment, 18 apiece, and the bolt 6 buzzer is going on. So they're checking into this. But suddenly, San Diego has found a little life.
And that's the thing with a good team. And in this league, all 7 teams have the capability. If they hang around long enough, they can find something and have a spark, and they can turn it around. San Diego's doing that tonight. They have hung around, and now they're finding a spark, and they've taken the lead.
And for the moment, they've returned it to 18-17 in favor of San Diego. And we're going to get this sorted out. But that would be a do-over, so they're going to play them. We're going to find this thing out. We're going to get this thing figured out. Meanwhile, Tuesday night, these two teams play again. Omaha at home next Friday night against Grand Rapids. And on May 15 and 18, the championships tickets are available at the Pro Volleyball Federation website, also Omaha Supernovas website. It'll be in Omaha, in this building, and now it's 19-17. Yeah, that was an attack into the antenna. Point San Diego, they're up by 2. They had it right the first time. Tomkom, now 3.
Such a finesse shot by Thomas Ilara there. Sometimes they have players who are so dynamic and athletic that all they have is the hard shot. But Thomas Ilara is showing us she can not only crush the ball hard, but she can go up and roll shot and slap it just over the block. She's doing a great job seeing the court and finding open spots right now.
5 straight San Diego points. Now trying to make it 6 and force a 5th set. Dixon. Paige Briggs. In. Wow, that's a gutsy shot.
That is a really gutsy shot. Paige Briggs coming in, that ball a little bit lower. She's not fully extended, hitting that. Goes up and just slaps it across the body. Back to zone 1, finds it inside the court.
Great dig by Paige. De La Cruz trying to wipe it off the block, and she does. It lands out.
Again, finding that play. Betty De La Cruz does that better than maybe anyone I've ever seen.
Look at this wipe shot. How did she do
pushes
that?
them. She just pushes them. She has to be strong to do that.
Paige Briggs, another dig. De La Cruz to tie it. Another close set. Willow Johnson. Great transition dig. They're in system. Just land. Shaven Lansman gets dug. De La Cruz. Another marathon rally. Timmy Thomas Ilara. It's over. 21-19 Mojo.
Timmy Thomas Ilara has been the finishing point on a lot of these long rallies. Both teams' blocks are getting some really good touches going both ways, keeping these rallies going. The defense by Paige Briggs, especially in that rally, she had several that she dug hard hits, and then she had several she backed up and had to play off the block touches. But Timmy Thomas Ilara, again, finishing the rally for San Diego.
She's just tired, so they're giving her a break. Namaris Velez checks in. She's the backup libero. She's also from Puerto Rico, the starter at that position, but Shara Venegas also from Puerto Rico. Timmy Thomas Ilara just needs a break right now. She is winded. Willow Johnson bangs it. Here come Omaha. Paige Briggs again. Doug. Bandawada. It drops. That's a collision, but they're okay. Watch this. It happens.
It happens sometimes. Nice blocking move there, closing it up. Sophie Davis getting the touch there on the block.
Sophie Davis checks in for just the second time ever for the Mojos. How about this for timing? Sophie Davis checks in at 21-20 Mojo.
And she comes up with a block point. It's a great entrance, making a difference.
And they tack right over Sophie Davis. And Bastianelli the kill, 22-20 San Diego.
Serving number 10, Ellie Bastianelli.
Nootsara Tomkom finding Bastianelli in the middle, and Bastianelli just going around the block. Again, a smart play, a nice swing.
It was 17-15 Omaha, now 22-20. 4-point swing. San Diego. Out of system, Paige Briggs, big rip, out of bounds, no touch, 23-20.
San Diego.
Another gutsy swing by Paige Briggs. That's a tough ball when it's coming from so far away and it's so high. She goes up and takes a rip at it, trying to stay aggressive. Just misses the court that time.
We could be going 5 tonight. 2 sets, 1 Omaha, but 23-20. San Diego might be staring at a 5th, make it a 3rd consecutive set 5. They've won their last 2. And this is not a timeout. This is a replay review. And the Bolt 6 system is getting a workout tonight. These players are getting a workout. Bolt 6 is getting a workout.
And I think for the players, sometimes coaches will call timeouts, or players will pretend to wipe the floor to get a break. Right now, the Bolt 6 system giving the players a little bit of a break to catch their breath before they go back out and play again.
So Paige Briggs' attack. Did it touch them?
They're saying they touched the net, and it's accurate. You can see on the replay their arms hitting the net as they're coming back down. Excellent use of the challenge there.
Net, you cannot touch the net.
You cannot.
You can touch a fishing net, you can touch a basketball, you can't touch a volleyball net.
No, you cannot.
1-point ball game. That changes things. Little Paige Briggs. Now the serve comes over from Sophie Davis. Just playing her 2nd match. Again, Willow Johnson out. No touch by Omaha for the moment. And right now we're going to see that little TV screen square indication from the chair official, which is the universal indicator for we're going to the Bolt 6. See that right there? That's like a TV screen rectangle deal. We're going to Bolt 6.
Look at the screen. We need to see the replay. They call it a video challenge. Willow Johnson immediately turned to the down rep after she hit that ball and said, touch, touch, touch. And he said, I didn't see it. Taiba Hanif Park, trusting her player, immediately called for the challenge.
They still got 2 to go in this set, so nothing to lose.
That's right, and coaches trust their players. At this level, players realize if I'm calling for a challenge on something that's going to be very obviously incorrect, I'm going to lose that challenge.
Hold everything. I think it missed all 10 fingers.
I do too, and you can see there Willow Johnson hitting that ball with a closed hand. That makes the ball move funny, which can appear to look like it touched the block when in reality she just mishit the ball.
22 each. Bolt 6 giveth, Bolt 6 taketh. Suddenly, we got a tie ball game. And again, Sophie Davis pulled her out of mouth balls. Playing a big role here late. Now Omaha. Paige Briggs. What an effort by San Diego. Vandewine gets it over. Now just shooting lands when it goes out, but it touched the digger. Tomkom 23-20, it's all over.
That's an incredible effort on the San Diego defensive side there to keep that ball up and alive and get it over the net. Omaha capitalizing on that free ball. Just Shaven Landsman hitting that ball with some neat cross court, getting the kill.
3 straight Supernova points, nick of time. 23-22, Nova's late. Fans feeling it. Merchants in downtown Omaha, especially the Old Market, hoping this whole crowd of 11,303 is going to spill out in about 10 minutes. San Diego wants to keep playing.
And like you said, San Diego's played back-to-back 5-set matches that they won. Omaha wants to shut this down and be done for the night. They don't want to go a 5th. They don't want to give San Diego that window of hope. They want to shut it down, finish this, and not have to play a 5th.
Nancy, we're 2 hours and 20 minutes into it. and we're playing the fast pace that is the Pro Volleyball Federation. That just shows how long these rallies have been, how long these sets have been.
Exactly. They speed up the rate of play between plays in Pro Volleyball Federation to try and keep the game going quickly. But these rallies, in general, are always so long that the actual match length has been longer than most games fans are used to watching.
If we had longer time between points, we could be looking at Sunday morning volleyball. Willow Johnson, crosscourt, Sydney Haley. No one plays it. What happened?
Lack of communication. Sydney Hilly finally dug that ball that Willow Johnson's been hitting back to the corner of zone 1. Beautiful defensive play by Sydney Hilly to pop that ball up, and nobody went for the second ball.
How do you signal you're going to take the next ball? That's
you
mine.
Yell,
I'll take it. Mine,
yell. But typically, the libero would take the second ball off of the setter dig. The libero was out that time for Omaha. So Kendall White being out, there's a little bit of uncertainty. The ball falls. To give that point up at this point in the match and in the set, though, is a really rough point for Omaha to give up.
So the universal word is mine, or sometimes they say, I got it, I got it.
They can say that. Mine is faster, so
gotcha.
I would recommend mine because it has to come out quickly. But yes, you can say I got it. Anything, but you have to talk.
Willow Johnson sends it over. Kendall White, perfect pass. What else is new? Tip shot, Fitz Cover, block back. Great cover by Kendall. Paige Briggs into the antenna. And San Diego's going to have a set point.
Point San Diego.
That's a tough ball for Paige Briggs to attack. It was outside, very, very wide, outside the antenna at her point of contact. And she tries to be aggressive and still get a slap at the ball, attacking it. I think on a ball like that, when it's that wide, you probably have to stay on the floor and just push it over and try to go sharp to the left front just to take them out of the play, if anything else, because they're playing that short ball over.
Closer than newlyweds. Again, every set, doggone it. Neither team can pull away, and we're going to play it again on Tuesday.
They are. These two teams are really evenly matched and playing really evenly right now. Tonight's match obviously has been back and forth and tight every point through it. I'm sure Tuesday's match will be the same.
Need to side out. It starts with the pass. Or a service error, and the Mojo have had some inopportunely timed service errors late in sets tonight.
They have. Now would be a great time if you're an Omaha fan to see another one of those from San Diego. But Kendall White has been doing a really nice job passing. They've served her the last at least one, maybe two serves. And so if she can take over that ball again, step in to pass it, handle that ball well, give Omaha's offense the best chance to run the play they want to.
Long Willow Johnson, 6'3". That big long left arm. Float serve. Good pass. Big other case. Quick attack. It's covered. Block back. Nearly dropped. Free ball. Now for the set. San Diego. Ronica Stone. Kaboom. 25-23. San Diego. We're going to the fifth.
That's a nice finish by San Diego. I think Omaha got the pass they wanted. San Diego's been targeting Betty De La Cruz. She's been handling them pretty well, but unfortunately Omaha couldn't get the offense they wanted off that ball, and they end up giving the ball to San Diego, and Ronica Stone shuts it down.
Old Market will have to wait. We're going to 5. Stay right there.
What an absolutely beautiful spring evening in the Midwest as we welcome you live to Grand Rapids. This is Pro Volleyball Federation. And on the left side, Chaussee with a set point swing.
Tomkom to Temi, and she wins it for San Diego.
Pass by Sponsel. And Cash Brown, absolutely spectacular.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb and provolleyballshop.com.
Omaha, Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Cash Brown just too good.
Crossed to Edmond. And there. Out on Lasariva. Nye, he's just an assassin.
experienced international setter. Tomkom is so good in defense and also in transition. Beautiful play to the outside. 5'5" out of Thailand for 16 years of professional.
Always pushes the pace. I love her choices too, offensively.
They've got the momentum right now. Nancy coming back to win that one a bit surprisingly late in the fourth. Now, how does strategy change in the fifth, if at all?
Well, it doesn't change dramatically. It's just a shorter set, so you've got to come out quickly because you don't have as long to play catch-up if you let the other team get ahead by a lot. But I think the fundamentals are still the same. They've got to pass the ball well. They've got to have a block setup that's solid so their defense can work around it. Things like that don't change no matter which set it is.
Great to have you on News Channel Nebraska tonight. A marathon match, 2.5 hours already when we're starting the fifth set.
Yeah, it's been a long match because there have been so many great plays and rallies that have gone long.
Defense has been remarkable, often. High pass, great set, and a finish. Sophie Davis, who's barely played this year.
So that ball was tight. You saw Sydney Hilly go up on the net and try to set that ball. She didn't have a great set, but I love that the hitter for Omaha goes up and just makes a shot into the deep court where she knows there's an open spot. It's such a smart play for Sophie Davis.
Quick attack, Bastianelli out of bounds. 2-0, great start here in the fifth for Omaha.
That is a great start and a very unusual error for Ali Bastianelli. I think Omaha's got to capitalize on that. It's not normal for her to hit a ball out like that when she's one-on-one with a blocker.
There's Davis, number 24 in the middle, just her second match of the year. She's out of James Madison, drafted number 24 overall in the draft. 2023 for this season. She's in the middle of the action. Tori Dixon watching. And great rescue. Paige Briggs gets it over. Bastianelli tips. Rally not over. Omaha still fighting up 2-love early in the fifth. Bastianelli swinging. Great up by Kendall White. Gravity's worst enemy. Over dig. And Timmy Thomas Ailara finishes 2-1 Novas.
Some really nice crossing patterns there on defense for Omaha, resulting in some great defensive plays. But San Diego on that last ball, the bump set came over the net, and San Diego ready for it, put it down. Nobody in Omaha was ready to play that ball.
Set 5, Timmy Thomas Ailara not resting. She's going to keep playing all 6 rotations. Betty De La Cruz been quiet offensively. Wow. Great rescue. Vanderweyde gets the free ball across. Just shaven Landsman blocked. We're tied at 2. Lindsay Vanderweyde, the former Omaha Supernova.
Yeah, she started out this season on the team and was let go. San Diego picked her up, and she's been doing a nice job. She hasn't seen a ton of time in the front row. The last match she came in as a serving sub, but she is fully capable and showing there that she knows how to set up a block and push over too.
Inopportunely timed service error. How big a volleyball no-no is that? Set 5.
In the fifth set, you don't want to see any service errors, but at this level, teams are so good that you have to stay aggressive, and that's all Timmy Thomas Ailara is trying to do, is stay aggressive on her serve.
Betty De La Cruz looking for her second ace of the night. Venegas has been stellar at the libero spot all night. Vanderweyde blocked back. It might have been landing wide. She played it. Everyone was yelling out on her team. Paige Briggs finishes. The 2-point swing. Vanderweyde furious with herself. It came right back at. How tough is it to resist playing it as it comes back at her?
When it comes back so quickly as a hitter, it's so hard because you can't look. You don't have enough time to look down and see where the line is. So it's really hard to lay off of those. And that ball was definitely out. The attack by Paige Briggs, her timing was off, and she just slaps it through and finds a way.
How big has Paige Briggs been tonight?
She's been a huge spark for Omaha, coming in and making a difference on the left side when they needed it. In all facets of the game.
And now Gelso, a big block for Sophie Davis.
Sophie Davis has been a big spark for them this set as well.
She's thinking her play right now is saying, hey, you got to play me more out here. I'm good.
Well, that's what a player who comes off the bench, that's their intention, is to play well, to say, I'm ready to play. You can count on me if I'm needed any other time. I'm here.
James Madison's coming in for Tori Dixon. He had a quiet night. Quick attack, Bastianelli, bang.
And that's a nice swing by Bastianelli, keeping it high, going wrist away, back towards the 5-6 zone, left back area of the court. It's a great swing and a nice turn. There's just no defense there.
Set to Sophie Davis that she gets dug this time. She's a great blocker. Good touch there. Veronica Stone gets it over Sophie Davis, and it's in. 5-4 Omaha, set 5.
It's a nice deep shot by Veronica Stone. Nice coverage on the first ball as well.
Bears repeating, the Mojo won their last 2 matches on the road in 5. They're trying to do 3 in a row. The last one, 18-16 in the 5th at Orlando. Kill. Paige Briggs, 6-4 Omaha, set 5.
And Paige Briggs finding a way to get through there on a high ball, out of system swing. But you see Nootsara Tomkom popping that ball up. She still manages to get a hand on it, even though it's rattling through the block. She's a really quick defender, and you can see it every play for the Mojo. She's in on it.
Nobody is left tonight, 11,303. No school tomorrow. Served by Sophie Davis. Good pass. Willow Johnson, that's a sharp angle. 6-5 Omaha.
Willow Johnson's another player who's done a nice job coming in, even though she didn't start the match, coming in and making a difference for her team. She's done a really good job with the opportunity she's been given.
She came in from Morgan Lewis in the second. Has taken over, played well. First match for San Diego. Another great Kendall White pass. Paige Briggs gets dug. Here comes the free ball, though. Great chance here. Again, Paige Briggs, 5-10. Kill. Boy, these are big swings.
That is a really big swing, and that free ball for Omaha. Again, Nootsara Tomkom, a really smart and very experienced player, throws deep and fast over Kendall White. So Kendall White ends up playing that ball backwards over her head. Doesn't result in a perfect pass, but Paige Briggs able to find the court and do something with it.
2 rookies in the 5th off the bench for Omaha. Paige Briggs and Sophie Davis. Veronica Stone out of bounds. Point Omaha.
And again, Veronica Stone, that's not a normal error for her. She just misses the court. I think she was looking for hands, trying to hit high hands, not able to find them. They're going to get Nomari Velez back in, get some solid passing back there, hopefully provide a ball that Nootsara Tomkom can run the quick offense she's known for.
Just Shaben Landsman had an ace earlier in the match, a lot earlier. Pass Stone, shot Stone, block back. Vanderwater, no. Now Omaha, back row, Betty De La Cruz. Great up. Tammy Thomas-Aguilar has been quiet offensively of late. Paige Briggs has not. She's been loud. It's dug by Venegas. She's great libero. And Vanderwater doing it against her former team. 8-6 Omaha.
Vanderwater just wiggling it through the block there, taking some nice high swings, finding a hole, able to find the point.
Vanderwater, another Californian who made her way to Oregon, now San Diego to play pro. Paige Briggs bangs it off the block and out. Huge swings by the rookie, 9-6.
Paige Briggs has taken some huge swings tonight, in system and out of system. That ball right there is her signature shot. She goes up, turns it across her body, tools the ball down the line off the block. There's no defender that can pick that up. It's a great shot.
Line drives that one. Great pass, Vanderwater. Tammy Thomas-Aguilar tools the block. Point San Diego. 2-point ball game late in the 5th.
A nice tool by Thomas-Aguilar to come back. She does the same exact ball, tooling it off the block down the line. Started, again, like you said, by the great pass by Vanderwater.
Still plenty of wood to chop. Veronica Stone. Betty De La Cruz, it drops. 5 to go for Supernovas.
Smart location by Betty De La Cruz to get into the court, not just straight down the line. She's got a defensive specialist down the line in Shara Venegas. I'm sorry, in Nomari Velez. But she knows that. She tips it into the court. There's nobody there. It's an experienced play right there.
Great pass, fed left. Tammy Thomas-Aguilar gets dug. Back row, Paige Briggs, not this time. Again, Tammy Thomas-Aguilar, kill. Look, none of them are just check back in.
Thomas-Aguilar just gets so high when she's attacking. It's such a sharp angle.
So no libero, so they bring in Brooke Nunaviller for Omaha, who played libero at times in college. But even she couldn't dig that one.
Yes, she's a great defensive player in her own right and got a touch on it, but not enough to pop it up.
Serve just wide. Wow.
That was so close. Betty De La Cruz watched it fall and looked up, and the look on her face I felt like was even uncertain. And so close. 2
service errors for the Mojo in the 5th set. Bastianelli again makes it a 2-point ball game. No running and hiding in this match in any of the 5 sets.
There's not. Every set has been so close, and both teams are pulling little runs at a time, but sticking close no matter who's in the lead.
Paige Briggs handling these serves beautiful. Whistle, someone's in the net. It's against the Mojo.
They're Ali Bastianelli immediately saying, no, 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 no. But Willow Johnson turns to him and says, yeah, I got it.
3 to go for Omaha. And I believe we've got a review.
San Diego is challenging a previous play.
Yep.
On the net touch.
We get the rectangular shape hand motion indicating we're going to Fort Worth. To check this one over. Now, if the screens down there were triangular, I believe the shape made by the chair official would be a triangle, but nope, they're rectangular.
That is probably logical to assume that.
And let's see, another big net violation call against the Mojo. We saw one late in the 4th, although the Mojo pulled that set out.
So Willow Johnson here knows exactly what Betty De La Cruz is trying to do, and you can see her trying to pull her hands out of the way because she said, I don't want you to push the ball down on me, but she catches the net. I'm surprised that Honey Park used a challenge there because Willow Johnson, Ali Bastianelli was adamant, no, no, I didn't touch the net. Willow Johnson immediately looked at her and patted her and said, no, it was me, I got it. So I'm not sure why they used the challenge because she admitted it almost immediately.
It's late. It's late. We're only going to the 15. They still have 1 to go, so they probably are okay. I've never seen a team run out of challenges in a set. You get 2 per set. And now Omaha with a service error.
San Diego. Serving number 10, Ali Bastianelli.
Betty De La Cruz not happy. Bastianelli has a service error already in the match. She does another. 3 service errors for the Mojo in the 5th.
That's a really tough time to get. If you take away those 3 service errors, that's 3 points. The game is tied. And you don't know which way the point would have gone, but it's such a tough time to have that many service errors because there's not very many points to give up in the 5th set.
Here's Sophie Davis, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Barely played this year. The slide, Veronica Stone, great up by Paige Briggs. And now she's going to get a swing. Paige for the point. No. Down 3. Mojo ball. Vanda Whiting. Great up by Bear Cruz for the moment. But it just delays the inevitable. 13-11.
It's a nice hustle there on the block touch. There, again, are some good block touches on both sides. The nice up Paige Briggs with the quick reaction play to pop it up off the middle block touch. But they're unable to get to it.
And we got a double switch at 13-11 in the 5th for San Diego. Walk us through this one, Nancy.
So we're having a video challenge first, and I can't hear them, so I'm not sure what they're challenging. But assuming the point goes the way San Diego... Okay, they're challenging the previous play for a net violation, they announced.
Wow. Omaha's already 2 for 2 on net violation challenges against San Diego.
And typically a play like that, the players see it, so they're the ones telling the coach. I don't see it.
See this one.
I don't either. I don't think they're going to win this. But assuming it goes the way they expected it to, San Diego's double subbing because right now they've got the setter front row, Nootsara Tomkom, who's a smaller block. They're going to put in an opposite hitter to take her spot as a bigger block in the front row. They'll put in their backup setter in their back row position to have a setter out of the back row. They've got 3 bigger blockers and they've got 3 offensive attackers in the front row by doing the double sub.
That means a new setter, August Rasky. She's come in 3 or 4 times tonight. She's played well.
You're right. Right, and they're not double subbing. They simply subbed Rasky for Nootsara. They weren't doing a double sub. They're just putting Rasky in because they trust her block. I think does a bigger block than Nootsara Tomkom right now.
She's 6 feet tall, and Nootsara Tomkom is only 5'7". So they gained 5 inches of blocking height in the front row, but they have a new setter. He's played sparingly tonight.
And that can work as a benefit on the blocking, but it can also work as a deficit if the setter connection isn't quite the same, because tempo can be different, timing, location, everything can be different with new setters, and the hitters have to be ready to adjust.
Rasky looks smooth right there. Point San Diego.
Nice finish by Vanderweide there, going up and hitting it hard. Heavy hand right now.
They played together at Oregon. Remember, 6 Oregon Ducks playing for the Mojo tonight. 13-12 Novas. Mojo just have the mojo when it comes to set 5s of late. Paige Briggs, kill! Huge!
And that was a really nice set by Sydney Hilly, going up tight to the net, able to push it out. I think the tempo was probably faster than Paige Briggs was wanting or expecting, but she finds a way to get up quickly, turns it down the line to find the kill.
2 rookies, Sophie Davis, Paige Briggs. Huge moments in the 5th set. That's a lot of trust from your head coach.
That is a lot of trust, but I think Coach Bird has told us over and over the team has depth and they trust every player to do what needs to be done. So they have a lot of faith in any player on that bench to be able to come in and make a difference when needed.
And both look so composed. You'd think the moment might overwhelm them a little bit because Paige Briggs has played a fair amount, but Sophie Davis hasn't, but they're fitting right in.
Right, and they know their teammates, they know their job, they know what's expected of them. They've trained for this, they know what they need to do. That allows them to come in and feel confident in knowing they can get it done.
Omaha fans should not pour the after-dinner sherry quite yet. Still a lot of wood to chop.
This match has gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth so much. Even match point up by 2 doesn't feel comfortable if you're an Omaha fan right now. And if you're a San Diego fan, you said, hey, we've been here twice before in the last 2 matches. We've had to pull out a win in the 5th set. So I believe they still have faith as well. They know our team can do this. We are capable.
And again, the Mojo stay with August Rasky. She has played rarely tonight, but has played fairly well. They want the larger blocker. There she is, 6 feet tall, 5 inches taller than their starting setter. And that timing's off on that set. Paige Briggs, Omaha wins. 15-12 in the 5th.
What a great swing by Paige Briggs to finish it, but what a strange play on San Diego's side. That's not the ball they wanted, especially on match point. They're trying to get it to Willow Johnson in the back row, but I'm not sure what happened on her timing. She was not ready to hit that ball. Comes up and has to end up setting it over. That's not the ball they're looking for.
Remember, the setter for that last rally, August Rasky, had played barely tonight, and then Willow Johnson joined the team tonight.
And maybe that's some of what you're seeing is they're not used to each other, and maybe Johnson sees body language from Rasky not thinking she can back set that ball for the back. I don't know. It was a very strange play to end the match on. Unfortunate for San Diego after how well they played tonight.
And Omaha very fortunate to pull this one out. That is a great rivalry, budding rivalry that will be resumed on Tuesday night. A lot to follow. Stay there.
15.
What an absolutely beautiful spring evening in the Midwest as we welcome you live to Grand Rapids. This is Pro Volleyball Federation. And on the left side, Chasse with a set point swing.
Tomkom to Temi, and she wins it for San Diego.
Pass by Sponsel. And Cash Brown, absolutely spectacular.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb and provolleyballshop.com.
Omaha, Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Cash Brown just too good.
Cross to Edmond. And there. She's just an assassin.
Nootsara Tomkom out of Thailand, a very, very gifted and experienced international setter. Tomkom is so good in defense and also in transition. Beautiful play to the outside. 5'5" out of Thailand for 16 years of professional.
Always pushes the pace. I love her choices too, offensively.
Point, Paige Briggs, another kill. Celebration at CHI Health Center as Omaha wins its 5th of their last 7. There's Nancy Metcalf, the Olympian. My name's John Bayer. Let's bring in Jess Shaven, Landsman. Congratulations.
Thank you. It was an awesome win.
How big was Paige Briggs for you off the bench tonight?
Oh, she was great. I mean, she's great every day at practice, so we know what we're going to get from her. So super proud of Paige. She comes in and just brings a spark for us, so really proud of her.
She was not your only rookie out there at the end. Little you, Sophie Davis. How'd she do?
She was amazing. Once again, Sophie is tearing it up at practice every day. We know what she's going to give us, so it's great to see her come in and it was just great to watch her. We love it.
This is the 3rd time you guys have seen San Diego. You're going to see them again on Tuesday night. What was your focus coming into this match, knowing how well they've been playing? What did you feel like you guys had to do to stop them?
Yeah, they're a great team. I mean, we knew that coming into this. They're super scrappy. So all week, we were focusing, though, really on ourselves, figuring out our defense, making sure that we are not letting balls drop. I think we started a little rough with that, but we picked it up throughout the game. And we really made an emphasis to focus on us, focus on our defense tonight.
Awesome.
You took a bunch of years off. I know you've told this story before, and you make this team, and now you're playing a 5-set match in a critical role, finished 2nd on the team in kills. How gratifying is this for you to be such a pivotal member of this franchise?
I just feel very blessed to be out here and to be able to do this. Never in my wildest dreams would I imagine being able to play. So thank you to God for giving me this opportunity and for great teammates to make this experience so much fun.
Congratulations. Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.
Jess Shaven Lansden, one of the heroines for Omaha tonight. We hope to have the head coach shortly. One thing I forgot to ask her is, how did Omaha come back in the 5th set and win this? They were helped by those 3 San Diego service errors, but this was a team effort.
It was a huge team effort, and the service errors helped, but San Diego had several unusual hitting errors in the 5th set as well. And I think having too many errors in the 5th set, it puts your team on edge, and you start feeling like you have to do more and do more and do more. And you just have to be able to trust your training, do what you practice doing to be able to play well in the 5th. And I think Omaha did that, even with players who weren't used to seeing the court as much, like Sophie Davis coming in, making a difference, being a solid player for her team.
Part of the 11,303 in attendance, enjoying the giddy aftermath of this victory for Omaha. Now, the Novas are 7-3 at home. How big was this crowd and urging on Omaha throughout the night?
I think the crowd has been great every night for Omaha. They've been a huge part of it. They're always fired up. They're always ready to support the team. But in a match like this where it's so tight back and forth, that crowd can really give your team a spark of energy. And I feel like the crowd tonight helped keep pushing the team forward.
Let's bring in the head coach, Laura Bird-Kuhn. All right.
Hey, guys.
Great to see you. Congratulations on a big win. So you decide after set 2. Let's go to Paige Briggs. How did you tell her? How was the conversation? How did she respond? How do you think she responded the rest of the match?
We just talked about it as a staff. Brooke is awesome in so many facets of the game. And so it's tough to just pull a player like that. And then we just talked and we just told the team. I mean, we told Paige when we told the team in the locker room. But that's how this team is, and that's how we function this year. It's nothing too crazy because we've gone to people in certain moments. But that is what I love about this team. You can go to any of them. We went back to Brooke to serve for the middle. I mean, you can move them, and they are just ready to go at any point. And yes, they're humans, and they get frustrated. But at the same time, they are like right back in it and in to do whatever it takes to win.
And you've talked so much about your team's chemistry and how they gel together and how they truly support each other and love each other. I think that was a huge demonstration of it. The other player coming in making a difference, Sophie Davis, who hasn't seen playing time. That shows, I think, the depth that you've always talked about, that you feel comfortable bringing in someone like that.
Yes, and that's because we see it every day. And yes, you guys don't see her a lot, but we needed, and it's the same change, like we have all the pieces. It's just up to us as coaches, the timing when to put them in. And Soph did great. Soph and Paige, for sure, in those impact moments and coming in and just doing their jobs. And that's what we focused on, not only just like system defense, it's like doing your job in that system. And they did well tonight in that.
Now, you've been winning fairly often of late. You've won 4 of 6, but you have dropped 2 of your last 3 before tonight. How important for the psyche of the team was tonight's win?
It always is. I mean, this is a grueling league. And right now, at the end, we have talked about it. After Atlanta, I'm like, every match is going to be a battle. Wins are necessary for everyone, and we have to be in that mindset of outworking, outgrinding, and getting ugly wins. And that was a grind. That was a grind win, and I love it for them, and I love it for every player because they know it's going to take all of us.
You got 3 weeks left in the regular season. You got to San Diego one more time out there on Tuesday night. You're going to host the Final Four. It looks like you're set for the Final Four. What are you playing for these last 3 weeks?
We are nowhere near set. I would disagree with that. We definitely need to earn more wins, and we need to find our rhythm, and we need to be very consistent. So every match is important. Going out there, playing an opponent back-to-back, let alone the 4th time this season, they are going to be like a different team, just like we will when we get out there. So that match is going to be, I know we just played them, but in 2 days, the match will look very different, I promise you.
Congratulations, Coach. That's Laura Bird-Kuhn. Nancy, they are not set. They got to get in the Final Four. We learned that tonight. And the play-by-play guy's got to check his math.
And that shows the parity of the league. I feel like we've talked about this all season long. All these teams are so good. They're solid. They've all got players who can jump up and make a difference at any moment in time. Omaha tonight having different players step in that we haven't seen a lot, but still gelling together as a team and showing the trust they have in each other.
You can pull in the trainer. I mean, everybody is ready to go on that team. They are loaded, and we got a couple rookies, and they pulled it out in set number 5. There's Christy Johnson-Lynch, the head coach of Iowa State, former head coach of Shaban Landsman, and a happy bunch of Omaha fans spill out into the old market. For Nancy Metcalf, the Olympian, for Laura Bird-Kuhn, the head coach, for the players who are doing planks, and for the victorious Supernovas, my name's John Baylor. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Your Novas, well, they've just won their 5th in their last 8 matches. Until Tuesday night at San Diego. Good night, everybody.